Yo, I'm alive. What is up, chat? Hello, hello. How's it going?
I really wish you guys could see this.
Good to see you guys. Good to see ya. Look at the early bird. Currently 1:20 a.m. in Texas. Here in Texas. It's good to see you guys. Good to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday night. How the hell is it already Friday night / Saturday morning? What the hell? The weekend is upon us? It's because I was sick for several days. It's all messed up, man. Can we have some normal, non-crazy TI today, please? Maybe. I was kind of in the mood of just doing a long run, just hanging out today on a long Noita journey. For today's Noita run, honestly, my energy is all over the place right now. I've been sick for a couple days. Yesterday I played Dark Souls 2 for like 9 hours, and then afterwards I programmed for like 7 hours. Actually, honestly, it may have been longer than 7 hours. I don't know, but my energy levels are like woo, 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 like it's going up and down. So part of me just wants to do a Noita roulette. Programmed 7 hours. All right, listen, I yelled at fucking AI for 7 hours. Is that more helpful? Is that more accurate? Random start. We could do random start actually. Today's an easy daily. How about this? We'll do a roulette on today's daily, and then if there's time afterwards, we'll use that time to do maybe some random starts. Perhaps. I'm new enough that I've never seen a roulette. Do it. Let's do it then. Let's do it. I'm going to open up the bets. Noita roulette daily run. Don't worry, I'll explain what a roulette run is in a second. Did you see my loss yesterday and Chase checked this? Your loss? Give me a moment, I'll see. Oh, I did see this one. I actually did see this. It's hard to remember who posts which clips, you know. Maybe if I can, it would help if I can click. Yes, I saw that one actually. It says, Dunk, I opened my first wild greater treasure chest and got a single water stone. Not 3 seconds after this happened. I need you to know that this cannot be the greatest, I need you to know that this cannot be the greatest single player game of all time. This is dog shit. Wait. So not taking the loss so well, I see Arakasi. Hey, don't give in. Don't give in. All right, so the roulette run. What the hell is a roulette run? For those wanting to know, basically, sometimes there's days where I'm not feeling super creative. I don't necessarily want to do a quest. I just want to kind of chill. And so I let a random number generator tell us what we're going to do that day. So what that means is there's 3 main categories in Noita that really decide on what you're going to do in the run. Number 1 is fungal shifts. How many fungal shifts are you going to do in a run? People ask me that all the time. How many fungal shifts are you doing? The roulette will decide. We will let a random number generator roll from 0 to 11. Whatever number it says, that's how many fungal shifts we have to do. We are not allowed to manipulate the fungal shifts. They have to be just pure RNG. I mean, I don't hold a flask or a pouch. I just let them shift, and whatever happens, happens. Meaning that the reason we approach it that way is so that nobody can spoil stuff. If somebody comes in here and says, today's very first shift is water is going to shift into lava, if that's fine, they can spoil it because I can't avoid it. The rules are whatever's going to happen happens. So even if I know the shift's coming, I can't try to say, oh, I'm going to hold a different material to try to save my water. Nope. Whatever happens, happens. And so the moment that it says we have to do 7 shifts, those 7 shifts are already pre-decided. There is no avoiding them. Fate has already decided what we're going to experience with fungal shifts. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes some sense. Second category. How many bosses are we going to kill? There are 15 bosses in Noita, but we're going to roll a random number generator from 0 to 11. That's what we do for all the categories, 0 to 11, 0 to 11. So 0 to 11 bosses. And then for the last category, orbs. How many orbs are we going to collect? There are 11 orbs in the main world. We will collect from 0 to 11 of them. We'll let the random number generator decide. So for you guys, what you have to do is you type !yes if you believe that no matter what the random number random number generator decides, whatever numbers it selects, you think that I will overcome that challenge, you type exclamation mark yes. If you're like, no, he's going to fuck up today for whatever reason, you don't believe I will be successful in today's challenge, maybe that you think I will die in the early game, or that somehow I will mess up collecting all the orbs that are required, whatever, you type exclamation mark no. That's the roulette run. We're playing on today's daily run. I'm running out of oxygen. Okay, remember that it's pretty common that if you were doing something else in Noita, when you go to load into the daily, it's not going to load you in correctly. There we go. Now we are correct. Acid potion, energy sphere, and bombs. Huh. What will you do if it rolls 0 bosses, or does it have a minimum of 1? No, it can roll 0. You can get a win with 0 bosses killed. That is a possibility. What you'd have to do is you would start the fight with Kolmi, but then you just run from him. You don't have to actually kill him to get a win. In fact, if you ever try to do the pacifist challenge in Noita, there's an actual in-game achievement if you do that. And to get a pacifist win, Kolmi cannot die. So when I'm saying that, it doesn't say like, oh, you just kill him in a different way. No. If you start the fight with Kolmi and he dies naturally to just some other random shit, you didn't even touch him, it still ruins the pacifist run. He has to be alive for you to get the pacifist trophy. The game doesn't even care how the boss died. It just matters if the boss died. So yes, if it says 0 bosses, then we have to get a win with 0 bosses killed. That's why Dunk doesn't pick up the starter orb on these runs, even if he can. Exactly what Tongue said. Because it could roll a 0 orb start, which means that we can't have any orbs. So imagine a 0-0-0 roll. Yeah, it can happen. It's never, I don't think it's ever happened before, but we've gotten close. We've gotten like, you know, like 1-1-0 or some shit like that. But never straight zeros. So there's a biome modifier, it seems, on today's daily in the early zone. We have a darkness biome modifier. I hate that biome modifier. It's an anti-fun one. Because for somebody like me who's just, you know, chatting with peeps while I walk around, it makes it hard for me to know where I've been because everything just turns to darkness. I end up just getting lost in here. So I'll probably leave this first zone a bit earlier than normal. Ooh, so this is a problem. This is a puzzle. And with this puzzle, what's supposed to happen is this puzzle has a lot of oil right here. And then you take the empty potion, you scoop up some oil, and you transfer it to here. But the oil burned. So we'll have to find oil somewhere else. Our invis potion, we'll just pour out a tiny... Because invis, if you have to make space in it. If you don't make any space for it and you try to scoop up water, there's no room for water to get in the flask. Instead, you just make a tiny bit of space and just pour out a couple pixels. Now that means that there is space in the flask. So you just got to put in a drop of water. And if you get even a single drop of water in an invis flask, it converts the whole flask over to water. So now I have my water flask going. Can you add some Ask the Gods challenge to make it... to not make it so basic? Honestly, I feel like I'm not operating at even like 80%. I think I'm just still haven't fully recovered is all. That's the reason I'm not going with anything that gets too insane right now. My brain is limping along. So there's oil. See, remember how I mentioned that one oil that we had burned? So this one, we scoop it up. All right, so let's say that I scooped up with some oil, but let's pretend that there really wasn't much. Let's say for a moment that the spot that I picked up oil only had a tiny bit, like this amount. What you can do is any material that sits below the oil is fine. It will, because you only need the top layer to have oil. Because every once in a while you need to stop pouring to let it kind of rest to make sure that the game thinks the entire thing is made of oil. There we go. As long as the top layer is good, we're good. Whenever we reach the very first holy mountain, that's when we let the random number generator decide what our journey is going to be for today. That's whenever we close the bets as well, in case you're confused. The bets close before the roll. So you have to go in off of faith. As a believer, you have to say, I believe, without knowing what you're believing in. Alright, I'm going to let go of my oil potion. So if you're curious why I'm holding onto this acid potion like it's really important, it's because the acid potion will actually gives me a guaranteed 100% method out of the first holy mountain. Because it allows me to melt a hole in the ground. Not to say that that's the best method, but it is a method. It's an option. And that's what Noita is all about, is you, as you're going along in Noita, you like to leave yourself tons of options. So if something goes wrong, you always have a plan B, plan C, plan D, however many plans that you've accumulated. So when I reach the first mountain, I'm instantly going to be like, all right, if I don't get a teleport or a black hole or a luminous or whatever, I still have the acid, which means I can dig my way out of the holy mountain, which means I can leave the mountain intact, which means I can use it to edit. These kind of things allow you to get consistent in Noita and do crazy runs without having to be at the mercy of RNG. Because just going into the mountain saying, oh, I hope I get something good, well, that can work. It also leads to moments where you feel like, you know, oh, I got so unlucky, blah, 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 blah. And it could be still that unlucky. You could still say, yeah, it is unlikely to happen. But why risk it, you know? Why risk why give Noita... The moment you give Noita the opportunity to screw you with RNG, it will.
See this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
So don't give Noita a chance. Again, this first zone is, if you play today's daily run, you're probably going to do better than I will in the first zone. Because, you know, the darkness biome modifier, me yapping and all that, I tend to not move in a very good way. I tend to miss stuff on the blindness biome shit. The good thing about a biome modifier is that it stays just in that biome. So currently we're in the mines. This is the very first zone in Noita. But if you head to the left side is actually considered a separate biome. It's the collapsed mines. So once you get over there, you get rid of that darkness biome modifier. I mean, technically you could get unlucky and it could also have like a blinding, you know, a darkness biome modifier, but that would be quite unlucky. Here you go. Enter the collapsed mines. So see, now we're in the collapsed mines, and if you notice, everything is like, oh, we can see. No more stupid darkness biome modifier. Yay. How far are you in the random starts journey? We're pretty damn far. We have some really difficult ones, so that's why it's a little bit tricky to talk about like how far we are. Because you could say, oh, we're, you know, like halfway through the biome list. But of that biome list, we have like some of the worst ones remaining. So you could argue that, you know, 90% of them, 95% of them would be quicker than the final, you know, like 5% or whatever. But in terms of just straight up biomes, and yeah, we're through, I believe we passed the halfway point by now. So when's the apotheosis mod run's gonna be done by you? I'm planning to set aside a week, but I've been wanting to do it when I can actually enjoy my journey in apotheosis. Because, you know, it's one of those that's going to be fun questing and an adventure and all that. And lately I have just, I don't know, because of working on DunkBot 2.0 and all that shit, most of the time in my free time I like to kind of just chill when I'm playing Noita. Mainly been in chill mode. So, yeah, I plan to do apotheosis, just I don't know which week it's going to be. You mean playing Dota 2? No, I wish. Alright, let's just jump to the first mountain. I'm tired of roaming around this area. Again, if you play today's daily, you'll probably get a better start than I did. Because I definitely missed some zones in there. So let's close the bets, and let's update the challenge, and then let's roll the roulette, and let's do everything. Let's do the shop. So many things, so little time. How many extra tasks today? Let's find out. Let's find out what we have to do. Noita. If you're curious, the website that we're using, by the way, it's just noitaroulette.com. noitaroulette.com. Let's find out what our journey is going to be today. All right, there we go. No latecomers. Here we go. RNGesus, what's our run today gonna be? Okay. Okay. 10 fungal shifts, 7 orbs, and 9 bosses. 10, 7, 9. Alrighty.
Hey Dunk, reopen bet please. I was
I
outside
can't.
shoveling snow off your sidewalk again.
Bailey is trolling. Doing a little bit of trolling. So we ended up actually having tons of methods to get out of the mountain. This is a method to escape the mountain. This is a method, Sea of Acid, obviously. Another teleport, a black hole, Lumi timer. I mean, there's just, yeah. So we're definitely going to be able to escape the mountain. Now, I may mess up the accuracy. That's that happens from time to time. If we were to do this, I mean, how close is it to sustaining? Not at all, right? Trying to decide on what sounds like. I just don't like a lot of my wands right now. Alright, teleport goes here. I mean, the wand's just garbage right now. Reroll these. I don't like these as starters. Saving Grace. It's not like the best starter. I like to get it a little ways in, but it's better than nothing. We still have a black hole if we want to escape the mountain. No problem. Entering in, we have not grabbed our heal yet. And the reason we did that is so that if we find extra hearts, we will benefit from those. So let's see what the game's got for us. You'll want to make alt fungus today? Ah, god damn it. Always fungus shifting away, isn't it? So damn common. One thing I feel like I've been pretty lucky with on today's run so far is the world generation hasn't been too bad. Like, I haven't even used... I don't think I've used a single bomb today. There's a chest in some water. Ooh. Aww. Could have been a really cool one, though. So when you get early black holes, one of the things that we could do with this early black hole, just spark bolt, I kind of want to use that, is that we could actually just jump into the next mountain ultra early. See what it has for us. Not stuff that I'm really happy about. Ooh. Well, the extra life, while it is very tempting, especially because it combos pretty well with Saving Grace, I do like that combo a lot. But then again, projectile repulsion field. It's hard to say no to that. We're going repulsion. And then what we're going to do from there, we put the black hole on this. And we just shoot a single black hole up. And because this area right here is not part of the area that the gods pay attention to, we've created a way back up to the first zone. And at the same time, we have not pissed off the gods. So we can freely travel between our first and second holy mountain. And we have not collapsed the mountain, so we can edit whenever we need. We're in great shape. I also probably should not keep the black hole wand like I do. Like I have it right now, I mean. So let's fix that in a moment. Alright, let's go ahead and put this up. And let's transfer these here. How about that? A lot easier to use this way. We may end up using that arrow trigger. It's better than no trigger at all. It's just I don't have a great wand for it yet anyways. I must remember this for the future. It is nice. If you want to see the exact image, if you type !HM in the chat, it stands for Holy Mountain. We do have an image that shows you the outline that you have to avoid to piss off the gods. Because there are creative ways that you can straight up dig out of the Holy Mountain without even pissing off the gods. It can be a bit of a pain though. You gotta know, oh shit, you gotta know the spots to avoid. I can pull it up on the stream real fast. Let's see, is this the good image? Yeah, there's the image. I can be at first glance, you're like, what the fuck? Is like a lot of information, I feel like. But if you actually read the labels and everything, the one that you're looking for, the one that pisses off the gods, is this kind of I think it's like teal. Is that teal, chat? That light greenish kind of color. And that's literally the spot that if you were to break it, like if you used a luminous drill and you stabbed this this kind of is it cyan? Chat would say cyan. If you stab that, that's where the gods get pissed. So if you look around this area, like it literally is just a line around the holy mountain like that. That means you could dig right here. Gods don't give a shit. Gods don't give a shit. You break one little pixel, dink, right there. Gods are pissed. So you just learn how to avoid that. And there's even a really creative spot over here where you can actually sneak around the holy mountain collapse, but also not hit the angering of the gods, and you can kind of sneak your way out of the mountain there. That is a possible one. This one's kind of hard to see right there because it overlaps with the shop area marker. But yeah, the gods getting pissed off is also right there too. You get the idea. Congrats from the recovery. What's up, Swing It? Yeah, I'm still recovering slightly, but I'd say I'm like 90% back, baby. I'm back, baby. Yeah, the fever and everything was not fun. But luckily it only lasted a couple days, and then I was able to get back to streaming. Also a very good shop on that image. I wasn't even paying attention actually. It's got some mega loot in it. Mega loot. Come on, give me something good, game. I would say that's something good. I'd say that qualifies. Don't you go trying to claim hacks. Remember, it's today's daily run, so if you believe it's hacks, just load up today's daily. You should have the exact same stuff that I do. The exact same. This wand actually almost works out perfect for the add mana. Except for the fact that the mana charge is so trash. I mean, you could still have infinite digging with it, so that's cool. Like, we could put that up. And so this add mana adds 30 mana. Lumi timer removes 30 mana. So they perfectly cancel each other out. And we put it on this wand here, because this wand has a recharge time of 0.18 and a cast delay of 0.37, which both of those numbers are under the amount that this removes. So if you hold it down, it's infinite. Woo! The negative is that if you were to put another spell after it, it would immediately drain. Well, not immediately. I guess it does take a little bit. But then it runs out. You know what? I could put that there temporarily, so the worst case when it runs out, I just use it just for digging. But for moments of being overwhelmed, I could use it, right? Like, you'd be like, hey, I'm scared. There's lots of enemies. I'd be like, oh, shit, blast them. It's almost a really cool wand. Almost. But we have good digging, so I'm happy. Seriously, Dunk, check my Noita DM. Later, I have a feeling you're trolling. Half the time you say check my messages, it'll end up just being like a little anime girl or some shit. And I'm just like, you fucking made me pause stream to read your DMs to fucking see some little anime girl? Get the fuck out of here. Not trolling, I swear. Which also would make me say, oh, he's not trolling this time. Except for so many times you said, I swear on my life, I'm not trolling. And then you click and it's an anime fucking random link, so... Again, this is the Woad who memed too hard. He got himself shadow banned. I feel no guilt. We have a music note wand today? Sure. Sure. We'll run a music note build if that's what you want to see. But I remember saying I was going to like a week ago and then I forgot. I mean, music note builds are one of the best builds. You should be running it all the time and they're very easy to make. It's just we've done so many of them that I kind of avoid it these days just to... You know, just to not get overly burned out on it. Then again, we end up running chainsaw add mana anyways, but it'll make it so that we can run some music notes today and feel like we haven't done it as often lately. Some eggs. Come on, game. I know you got some good stuff. Just waiting to hand it over to me. I already got the add mana. I guess that's the one good thing. I shouldn't be ungrateful. Dunk, will you ever use Firebolt Trigger, the worst trigger spell? I use it in situations sometimes when I'm trying to get out of the Holy Mountain. and I need some kind of trigger to throw like a return out of the mountain, that's like one of the only times you'll ever see me use it. You could though. It's not like it's a pain in the ass to use like the expanding sphere. Imagine if you get unlimited spells and just get some good modifiers on the firebolt trigger. It probably does pretty well. Another heart. Ooh, I can sense it, a second heart right there. You ready for this? God gamer abilities. It's a gift. Oh, another one.
Oh, I really wish you guys could see
Our
this guy
HP
right
is
now.
climbing.
He is
He's climbing. Ooh, okay. Kind of an interesting setup we have here. You know what? I'm going to put this in the ceiling. I don't trust it. I mean, if we want to run an explosive build, maybe it could be nice, but not really. As an always cast, it's kind of annoying to work with. And I don't want to accidentally blow myself up in the process. Woo! No! You were supposed to die! There you go. Got him. That's a moment where I was talking about where I like to be able to just blast if I need to. I could scoop up this telly. Could work. Ooh, look at this thing. Now that is a pretty good wand. So we need to do some fungal shifting. I don't know how early we'll end up losing fungus today. But for the first shift, I'll just say screw it. Let's just let RNG take the wheel for a moment. Start eating some fungus. Shift number 1. Gotta eat 180 seconds worth of tripping. Gotta watch out for the telly liquid. It's everywhere. Oh my god! There's multiple telly mages. 180 seconds worth. Is this enough? Oh, so close, I think. There we go. We're over 180. This is shift number 1. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Water to poison? Oh, shit. Oh, no. That's a pretty bad one. Actually, a really bad one. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Okay, okay. Well, that shift actually fucked up this whole zone. Because this zone, it has like a fog. It's pretty common that it gets like this kind of fog to it that applies a water stain to your character. Water doesn't exist in our world. Water is poison. So by going in this zone and just kind of standing around for a moment, we get hit with a poison stain just for being in here. Let's see how long we can we're just chilling. Oh shit, get away from that. Actually, it's not doing too bad. It's not really... Is it like... Maybe if I idle more? I'm not getting hit with this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see. Fuck it. We're not going to be in. We're not going to stay in there. Well, that zone is where I was supposed to get my good resources. And now the zone became pretty rough.
See this guy right now. He is...
How he got over there, I don't know.
I bet you he's gonna turn up dead soon.
Yep. This is a little scary. I don't have the greatest resources for putting out fire and stuff. That'll be our damage wand for now, I guess. Yeah, we're probably going to get some milk. The heal would be nice too, but it's in that dark cave, which is filled with poison. Poison isn't lethal, so it'll take us real low, but it won't kill us. But I also don't like the part of being real low. What does the double do here? So essentially, if you look at the stats of this wand, it's like the cast delay is 0.15, the recharge is 0.28. The Luminous Drill removes 0.58, so that's all of the cast delay. And it removes 0.17 recharge, which is not quite all of the recharge time. So when I fire this, there's a slight stutter. It's not perfect. So I'm like, damn, if I just had all of these spells and I had them a second time here, so here and here, then it would double the recharge removal, which would take the recharge under 0. But I don't have another Luminous Timer. I don't have another add mana. So what I would do is you put any kind of modifier over here. It could be a light. It could just be something that needs to grab another spell. This is referred to as spell wrapping. So what will take place... Let me do it with the light. Light says it makes a projectile illuminate its surroundings. But there's no projectile next to it. What does it do? It says, okay, well, there's no spell here, so let's look for a spell at the beginning. It grabs this and it places that add mana there. And then it says, well, this isn't a projectile, this is a modifier. So then it grabs another one and it places it here. And it says, oh, there we go. We have a projectile. Light can attach to this Luminous Drill. So what'll happen is by putting the light, if you have the light here, it fires like this, still has that stutter. But by putting it here, you're doubling how many resources you have on the wand. And if you watch the board, you'll see it flickering, where it shows the first spell group looks like this. And then the second spell group will actually look like this, with the light attached to it. You see that? It's kind of flickering back and forth between them. So now I've doubled up on how many Luminous Drills I have, doubled up on my add manas, and this has made my wand go much faster. Can you explain that again? I wasn't listening. Okay, no. No. He never grabbed the first. Yeah, I did. This one's gone. Hopefully that wasn't under some water. Ooh, blood. That's kind of nice. Oh, it was only a little bit of blood, though. Can you explain that again, but using chainsaws? Shut the hell up. Trying to decide on what's the best way to approach this. Scooping up as much of the blood as we can. We have blood. Why do we need blood? Because our very first fungal shift shifted my water away. So water's poison. So I don't have a way to easily... Like if I have a bad stain on my character, I really don't have a way to get rid of it right now. Crit on oil could be nice. We'll see. Read Conga. What's up, Conga? Poison can kill you. It does contact damage. That's true. The poison stain. Very good point, Conga. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, the poison itself is like a little bit like if you were to touch lava or acid or whatever. It does have a contact damage, but the stain of the poison will stop hurting you once you're under 5% health. So I do have to be careful of that. Huh. Got homing. I'll take it. It's better than my current teleport wand. I'm using the starter wand. Alright, I want to keep the homing and the triple. Put the teleport there. And we are looking good. How to manipulate shifts. So whenever you do a fungal shift, there is a... God damn, I don't know why my brain's kind of fried right now in the numbers. This is a 75% chance that it will allow the player to attempt to manipulate the shift. So what that means is it will look to see if the player is holding any material in their hands. Oh my god! I was like, where the hell is that guy? This is why repulsion's great. That scared the shit out of me. I was looking for the Uko down there. This is what makes repulsion great. Yes, repulsion is very annoying to work with. Yes, there are so many spells that it'll fuck with, but it is one of the best defensive perks in the game. Literally save the run. Is your wig on too tight? It's not a wig. Water is already poisoned to you, IRL. Mister, let me go get another Gatorade. I don't drink that much Gatorade. I mean, I got one chilling right here, you know, in case I get a little thirsty. But it's for the flavor. I got a water as well. Tasty. Anyways, yeah, there's a 75% chance that whenever you're doing a fungal shift, before the shift happens, it will say, is the player holding a flask of something or a pouch of something? If you are, then it will look at that material you're holding, and that will affect the shift. It will like intervene into the shift. There's a 25% chance, you know, the remaining 25% chance, it doesn't care if you're holding material or not. You just is going to be like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen no matter what you're holding. If on the 75% chance that it looks at the material you're holding,
Imho, you should keep the bottle of poison and try to shift it away.
nah, I think we're, like I said, I wanted to leave it to fate. That way, because if you try to shift it away, that's where people can do spoilery stuff, where they're like, if you hold it now, it's going to shift into, and people be like, oh, you're helping. But by saying that it's complete fate and that we can't manipulate the shifts, it means that spoilers can't, it doesn't matter. You can't spoil it for me because I can't change the outcome. It's already happening. But if there's a 75% chance it's gonna look at the material that you're holding and you choose to hold nothing, then it will go to the default shift that it was going to do, no matter, like, just, you know, there's a default one that it will try to do, but then there's a 75% chance that you can intervene into that. It can be a little confusing, but it's not that bad. Like, once you do a couple fungal shifts, I think you'll be able to wrap your mind around it a bit. Ooh, some spark triggers. You know me, can't say no to that. Also, we're wanting to do a music note build later, so kind of really like those for that. So I'm going to quickly glance to the next mountain. It'll probably come right back up there, I think. Spark triggers for days. Not a lot of stuff that I'm hype about. Ooh, stronger hearts. That's a pretty great find for us today. Means all the hearts will double in value. So the more we explore, the more it kind of snowballs out of control. Where it means we're not going to find any more hearts. True, Morozma. Now we jinxed ourselves. No more hearts. That's the rule. What we could do is try to make use of this broken wand as soon as possible. And what that would mean is that this zone, we go repair it real quick. We already have a way back up. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, you said we weren't going to find any. Not jinxed. Fuck yeah. Healer right there. This is one of the reasons I do like to check this zone early if I can. Healer, don't be suicidal. Get your whole life ahead of you. You'll notice that the healer sometimes can be funky. If you can just clear as much... Aww, there was a propane tank under that. I wasn't paying attention. God damn it, healer. God damn it. Don't worry, we'll find another one. I was trying to clear space like this. The bigger the gap that you open up, the more likely the AI of the healer will find where you want it to go. So this guy, this turret here, that's the thing we're wanting to keep alive, if we can. Healers, where are they? Oh, there we are. Oh, healer, healer, don't go in the toxic sludge, please. Healer, get over here. Healer! What are you doing? Okay, hold on, let's see if I can clear a path for him. Healer, please. Stop killing yourself. You're wasting my blood. I don't have a lot of this shit. I need this. Alright, healer, you're not the brightest in the group, but you're all we've got. Somehow, there's fires everywhere now, and there's enemies around here that weren't here before. Cool. That healer's definitely gonna ignite himself. Oh? Oh? Stop dancing on the fire! So this is kind of awkwardly... The ground is all fucked up here. Is he trying to... Walk into the room! Why are you this way? There you go, I'll take that. Alright, healing. Good to go. So many propane tanks. Broken wand, after all that work. Broken wand, give me a mega loot. Give me a mega loot, that's a shuffle wand, god damn it. Don't come into this area. No. Garbage wand. Alright, well things are not going according to plan right now. And it looks like the shop is on the other side. It's because I don't see a shop. There's supposed to be one on the far right or the far left. And the far right is looking to be empty. Does every main biome have an alternate shop? Or just a select few? I feel like I've never seen one in the jungle, and most of them on the first three biomes only. Yeah, not every biome has a shop that can spawn in there. There is not a jungle shop. There is not a fungal caverns shop. You said every main biome, so the first zone, yes. Second zone, yes. Third zone, yes. Fourth zone, which is where we're at right now, the hiisi base, it doesn't have an in-level shop, but it kind of does in its own way. So it doesn't have one where you can just walk along and be like, ooh, spells. It doesn't have that, but instead it has the guaranteed shop, which is the one that I was just mentioning, where it's either going to be, oh my gosh, it's either going to be on the far right or the far left. And it wasn't on the far right, so now we know it's on the far left. Damn it, these guys are taking turns, being annoying.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Scared me for a moment. I thought that was going to be some deadly ass stuff, and then it turned out it was just a nothing wand. Just kind of moving along. Probably let my health get a little too low right now. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Don't take too much damage now. Not looking to die in this zone. Ooh, I did not mean to just dive into that head first. So, nothing that really stands out here. Pretty lame shop. And then the eye room, we could dig there with luminous drills, but that'll take so long that I'll just wait to check the eye room in a little bit.
Smash.
So the hiisi base doesn't have spells in the zone, but it does have that shop. Jungle does not have an in-level shop. Vault does have an in-level shop, and the Temple of Art does have an in-level shop. So basically just the hiisi base and the jungle are the only two that really don't have like the formation that randomly can show up. But I'm sure there's some logic there, maybe because the jungle already has such crazy resources. Yes, luminous drills, we need that so bad. Thank you. Alright, so Lumi timer cost 30 mana per shot, while the regular luminous drills cost 10 mana. So way more efficient to use regular luminous drills if you can, which is what we're gonna do. So now, if we want to use this regular luminous drill instead of the Lumi timer, the issue is that the Lumi timer will shoot off the spark bolt that's after it, while the regular luminous drill does not. Like, it's kind of a little funky. So what we'll do is we'll put something like this there. Alright, and then probably go with that. Is that gonna... There we go. Don't worry, we'll switch over to the music notes soon enough. This is just to get us past the early day struggle. Heal up, Mr. Streamer? Yeah, I could. I'm just trying to think if it's a heal I should leave there. think we actually leave that for the moment. Hopefully I don't mess this up. But if we go back up, I did put light on my spark trigger. So what that means is I should be able to go see... Oh! I should be able to go see in the dark cave. An unusual wand. Kind of dangerous considering the shift that we had. Oh hey, there's even a bit of worm blood. Can I safely drink this worm blood? Kind of, not really. I drank it. 2 minutes that we can see through walls and everything. So we want to use this to our advantage. Because we have to get up there before it runs out. Which maybe I should drink a little bit more. We could end up using that cluster bolt. We'll see. Now we literally, we're almost exactly 2 minutes. I may have cut it a little too close with that worm blood. Please let me out of here. Oh my gosh, there's just so many stray pixels. Let me drink some more worm blood instead of having to panic run up there. I mean, I have light as well, so it's not really that big of a deal. Alright, we drink this. 370? Sure. Sure.
I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
Exactly. So 6 minutes, chat. Oh shit, as I get sniped. 6 minutes to get what we need to get, which shouldn't be too hard for us. Let's go. Alright, let's run. Let's run. Ooh, we need how many orbs again today, was it? I don't remember. 7, thank you, chat. Alright, there's 1. You know what? I'm an elite gamer. I won't mess up the teleport, right? Of course I won't. Professional. As long as we don't touch the trigger point, which is right about there, then it won't spawn in the boss. There we go. Jumped over the trigger point. Boss doesn't spawn in. I know you're impressed. You're clapping right now. You're standing up at your chair, like an applauding. How does he do it? So each of these orb hearts, remember, they're doubled in value because we have stronger hearts. That applies to all hearts, even the hearts within the orbs. So then that just means these 3 orbs that we grabbed would normally be 75 HP. Instead, we're getting 150 because it's doubled in value. So now our total HP is 520. Pretty good, I would say. I like it. They're going to quickly run over to the dark cave. And remember, the dark cave is usually just filled with water. But because of that damn terrible fungal shift that we had, it's going to be filled with poison. That's why I wanted to make sure we could see in the light, see in the dark as well, because we're going to need to make sure we don't just go swimming around in this poison. Don't want to get myself in trouble. There we go. See, there's lots of poison. So this one is has a plus on it, so we know that it is a plus 50 because of the stronger hearts. So it doubles in value. And then from here, we're going to be looking for... Oh, come on, this damn... Get me out of here. Oh, it's at the bottom one. What am I doing? Oh my god, oh my god. Hold up, hold up. I just realized I ran out of blood. This is where the contact damage thing is important. Because the stain won't hurt me under 5%. But the liquid will hurt me. So, how do we want to do this? We could go up and get the milk first. Just to make sure. There was some slime down below. Was there? Saw some slime? Some slime down? There's like a baby amount of slime. 3%. Run! Run for it! Alright, well. was enough to make sure we didn't get hit with anything crazy. Okay, so there's always a plus 25 and there's always a full heal in there. Yeah, let's go for the milk. The reason we need the milk is because we need something that can work as a substitute to water. And in Noita, that's milk. It's our water substitute. It must be skim milk because it does apply a water stain.
There's only one thing I hate more than lying. Skim milk, which is water that's lying about being milk.
So what I do is I head over to the pond, which is currently going to be filled with poison. And then we go directly up, 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 up. Mimicium too. Mimicium's going to be a little complicated. We can. We just got to make sure we approach it correctly because I think the poison will kill the mimic flask. So what that means is we get this. I want to grab this. Yay, milk. So the milk, the good thing about milk is water shifted away. But milk actually gives us a wet stain just like water normally would. Even though water is gone, the power of milk will keep us safe. But we have a limited amount, right? Like we currently do not have infinite milk. That's what Chad is trying to solve. That's why they're suggesting the Mimicium quest, because they're trying to make sure that we have all the milk we could need. Go over here. There's always some pheromone. Take out our empty flask, scoop up the pheromone. Then we run back over here. And just keep heading left. How many shifts do you do? Only one so far, because we haven't found a pouch, and normally I'd stay in the fungal zone until I find a pouch so that I can carry it with me. But because water shifted into poison, it made it where we couldn't hang out in the fungal zone because it kept applying trying to apply a water stain to us, which was now poison. So it was just hitting us with a poison stain. So it was essentially we were dying. But I'll be able to look in the overgrown caverns in a moment, and then we'll probably get a pouch there, and then we can get back to doing our shifts. Oh, okay, the poison evaporates so quickly we don't have to worry about the contact damage. Nice. I thought it was going to die, because the thing is, if there was something deadly around here, the solution would be to drain all the deadly liquid away before you get too close to the potion. Because once you get close to it, it actually turns into a creature, and that creature has a health bar, which it can then die to, like, you know, deadly materials. We're going to put some pheromone on it. Once you have the pheromone, it allows you to pick it up. Whose milk is it? We don't ask those kind of questions right here. We don't question those things. Oops, come on. Hey, hotkeys, what? What's happening? My brain? All right, we're trying to transfer that. There we go. All right. Mimicium on the empty potions. We have to do this 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 and 10. Yay! And our prize? We get the Sea of Mimicium. Sea of Mimicium. This will allow us to pretty much get an infinite supply of milk. That way we don't have to worry about running out. And luckily, milk is one of those materials that's not in the basic fungal shifting pool, which means that the only way milk will ever turn into something else, is if you intentionally shift it away. Meaning, like, you would have to hold a flask of milk while doing a fungal shift for it to be eligible to even shift away. Which today we're not going to be holding any materials while shifting, so that means that milk is permanent. It will be here for the rest of the run. So the infinite milk supply, that's the move. Yes, we'll grab a... That's fine. That's enough music notes. Should be enough for big damage once I have a modifier. Let's see if I can do this correctly. I actually never really try to kill the Alchemist with the method I'm going to try, which is going to be like... Here, let me see. So we have the Kantele. We put down the add mana with a double with... We can have the luminous drill on there, spark trigger, and then let's put some music notes. So normally, as you can see, we're getting warnings. Warning! The wand doesn't have enough mana for Spark Bolt with trigger, blah, blah, blah. Well, the add mana will supply the mana. As long as we do the math and we're never spending more mana than 30, then we should be good. We should be happy. So right now the music notes are doing no damage, but the reason I'm going to try this method for killing the Alchemist, I can't remember if you need to have a little bit of increased lifetime, but the music notes are some of the spells that are eligible that get converted into magic missiles inside the Alchemist shield. So I think if I just shot some music notes at them, even though we have no damage modifiers, I think it's still okay. Like usually by now, I mean, I have other options. We could just shoot a lot of explosives at them. That's also a possibility. They do get launched out back at you, so play... okay, I'll hide. I'll hide when it's going down. So again, this build is not the way that I would recommend killing enemies. This is just because this one boss happens to have an interaction with music notes that leads to him... I think I'll be able to get him to just kill himself with the music notes. Alright, we get to the building in the background. Let's see if I'm very happy about these music notes or if I'm going to be like, you know what, I don't like this. Oh!
Really
shot directly into poison. Damn it. Hold on. Oh! Get around the corner. Chill. So I'm trying to lure him away from that spot I wanted to hide in. I want to create a nice hangout for my character if I can. Doesn't really. Yeah, I guess maybe we have to add lifetime before it'll hit like we want it to. Because I know the music notes are one thing that will kind of get it to freak out, but I don't know if it needs a specific lifetime to do that. Does it have to time it the moment it shifts? Where is he? Oh! I can't say I'm a fan of this method. We're just going to come back to him in a little bit. I wasn't sure, like I said, if you have some modifiers on the music notes, usually you're like, okay, it's good enough. But I've never just naked fought him with the music notes, so I wanted to give it a try. Was not happy with that one. The notes will last for 2 frames. He has to shield in those 2 frames. The thing is, I'm afraid to hold it down like this, because if he happens to put his shield up at the right moment, I think he could end up blasting like a ton of them. And so I was trying to hit him with small bursts, because it's like one of those scenarios where you'd be like, it's not working, and then like 40 of them are going to shoot out of them directly to my character and just insta me. And I'd rather not have that happen. How about we just do this? This will be much quicker. Instead of just limping along with our garbage resources, why not just go get a free good one? A good resource. No balls. I mean, it could result in like an instant death. I don't want to risk that. Sure. We have 4. We're supposed to collect, chat was saying 7 orbs today, so we have 3 more orbs to get. We've only done 1 fungal shift. That part's a little rough. We'll worry about it later. Are music notes good with explosive projectile? Do they continuously explode with added lifetime? No, they don't. I'm trying to remember if they even explode at the end. I don't think they even explode at the end. They have to have a moment of like contact with something. And since music notes just kind of like phase into stuff, the explosive projectile, I think. No, maybe at the end they. No, I think they just straight up don't explode. It's not good, or it's not anything exciting. It's better with things like spark bolts, triplicate bolts, that kind of stuff. You can run notes plus explosive projectile plus explosive detonator. You have a 100% trick kill. Plus explosive detonator. Now that's an interesting one. Mix a little bit of detonation. Did you guys, like, will this into my game?
I really wish you guys could see this
what
guy
happened
right now. He is drawn.
Kelly Mage being there scares the hell out of me. Because you can jump in, grab a wand. You just never know with those guys. You just never know, chat. No. Oh, wait. No, I need those explosives, don't I? Weebs, I can't think. Shut your mouth. Screw it. Should be good enough. That's it. For your end is canceled. You guys have been too annoying. I'm gonna have to make a couple phone calls. I already canceled One Piece because you guys couldn't behave. I'm sorry. Tegan says, not One Piece! Please! Imagine you watch 1,500 episodes just for some greasy nerd on the internet to cancel it.
Roulette daily run is almost always free, yes bet. You can do shifts and kill bosses when you have off build. Next time we should add some spice. A time frame when you have to kill first boss. Unless it's only one. And when you have to do shifts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is a little tricky because like timings are. Well, the problem is also with when it comes to like shifts. Like, what if fungus shifts away? And then you're like, well, the timer's on. It's like you're just sprinting around. It just becomes like an RNG fest where you're just like, can you find fungus before the timer is up? But maybe people would like the race is on. Alright, let's see what we got here. I'm going to hold on to that for now. And we're going to say spark trigger into quad. So double quads, which means a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Toss both of those. We'll put a digging blast in there. Give a little umph, you know what I mean? And then hopefully we don't blow ourselves up. Let's test this out. In fact, let me lube up right beforehand just to be sure. Kind of took a moment, honestly. Try to get something that could... I mean, a black hole would detonate it right away. I'm scared to put any explosive projectiles. I don't know that the range on it's pretty good size. You know that'll fuck us up.
Do it.
Homing on there.
Do it.
I can't remember if the explosion is delayed. If it's instant, if it's the moment I shoot, boom, we know that's good. If we shoot, shield up, the explosion, I think... Okay, sure. We'll try it. We'll try what you guys are suggesting. Hopefully that's enough. Actually, that may be enough too. That's fine.
Are you trying to one-up your top Twitch clip?
No, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. I gotta remember where I left the damn boss. Oh, boss, where are you? Hello? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh! Fucking telly didn't go off, man. Alright, I need to see him. Alright, can I get him in time? Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah, the homing crystals worked out perfectly. just fine. I have no idea how much the homing factored in. I don't know if we could have done it without it, but hey, he's dead, and that's all that matters. Yeah, not bad drops. Can't complain. Not bad at all. What is our move here? We can make this our telly wand so that when we're telling around it's not so absolute trash. Or we can make this our big damage wand. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. We're supposed to do a music notes build though. But we need to get modifiers so that way the music notes can actually do damage. That's where we're struggling. Oh wait, I forgot that's 40. For some reason I was thinking it was 20, and now I'm just mixing up my my tellies. So we could just run a towel, explosive projectile, triplicate bolt. It's kind of a weird build. It's big damage though. Horrible mana though. It's not horrible. I mean, like, it's good enough. The homing is not really necessary on it. If you watch it on there, see, it says in this case it should. Wait, did it say 3,000 damage? That seems a little high. Oh, it's because the towel's also copying the triplicate. So yeah, we should be getting about, I don't know, like 900 damage or so per shot, which is pretty cool, I'd say. Move this here, just have it there, and then with this. Travel back up again. Alright, we should have more than enough damage to deal with the pyramid boss. What did I see right there? But I saw an AoE from one of the ghosts. I was like, uh-oh. Spawn in the pyramid boss, fella. Got a flash thrower there. Oh, no. Gotta watch out for that guy. Ow. No! Damn it, I just missed. There we go. There we go. And it did drop a Nala. Sweet! Not too crazy about the other stuff. That is our very first boss kill, by the way. Well, actually, no, second boss kill. What am I talking about? The Alchemist. So we've killed the Alchemist. We've killed the Pyramid boss. We're supposed to kill a total of 9 bosses, if I remember correctly. Is there any... No, I'm not even going to look for Heart Mage. It's fine. Grab this, grab this, grab this. It's, yeah, 10, 7, 9. We've only done 1 fungal shift. That's the one that's going to be the one that we really need to get going because it's got a timer on it. You only do 5 minutes per shift. That's as quick as the Noita will let you fungal shift without mods or something like that. So I need to get my hands on a fungal pouch. And I don't have the greatest HP, but I'm heading here anyways. Hopefully our big damage will carry us. Ambrosia. I like that. Nope. What I would like right now is maybe like a heal. Find us a heal and a pouch. And I gotta watch where I'm shooting these shots because I don't want to break the pouch if I do find one. Like, oh, there's a pouch, and it blew up. It's usually how it goes when you have super explosive builds. Consume. Yeah, we could start doing it now. I was hoping to kind of contain some that I don't have to worry about shifting away. I want to do the consume, but I'm afraid we're going to do the consume and then instantly lose the fungus, and we're going to really corner ourselves because it's already been so late in. So I'm just trying to find a pouch. Oh. Also, kind of a bad thing is every heart that we find, yes, we're getting 50 more HP, but the percent, the fire does percent damage, so it kind of, until we heal up, kind of putting ourselves in a dangerous spot. There's a lot of fungus. I can just find a pouch. You think we try for number 2 and just say, fuck it, let's see. Oh, shit. What I just ate something I shouldn't have. Hurt myself a little bit. A little bit. Damn it. Alright, shift number 2. Let's see what it's going to be. Worm blood. The worm blood family has shifted in some way. I didn't really pay attention if there's any other materials around that said transformed. Oops. Alright, we're gonna check one more wand and then we're heading out of this zone and we're just saying fuck it. We didn't get a damage modifier, we didn't get a heal, didn't get a speed modifier for the black holes. Wow. Oh, the reverse controls of this guy made me just bump into the wall right there. Wow. I'm trying to run the music note build. The game just says, fuck you. I guess that's how it's going to be. And we already grabbed the heal from the hiisi base. We have to use... Oh, wait. There's mystery fungus. Where is this? So I can remember where it's at. Far left wall, blue invisibilium. So that's the fungus we need. We really do just need a pouch. The fungus has already been created. There is a modifier that can make the music notes work. Thank God. Alright, so we need to heal up. We need to make a better tele wand. We need to make our infinite digging wand. And we need to make a music note build. So all of those things, let's do that right now in this mod. So first things first, our music note build. This wand, I think we are going to probably throw it away. Black hole goes with, let's put it with, I don't know, the alpha for now. Alpha, cast a copy of the first spell in your wand. Oops, I just pissed off the gods. I just remembered that as I fired it. Was like, ooh, that's a... should not be doing that. Come on. Gotta be quick. Oh shit. Forgot about the fire part of it. I should have pre-wet myself with the milk if I was thinking. Alright, so Telly is in an okay place for now. That's fine. Then music notes. So this add mana goes here. And while this is, it looks like it's a okay wand, the music notes don't do any damage. Yeah, so the music notes, whenever I'm hitting stuff, I don't know if the statue, yeah. Watch when I'm hitting that statue. You see that? The damage is a joke. Doing 90 damage, I mean, that's nothing. But if we put this orbiting arc onto the music notes, this orbiting arc costs 0 mana and adds 3 damage to every single music note. So it goes from doing no damage to doing pretty big damage. See, 700 damage, 800 damage. Now, is it as much damage as our explosive projectile build? Not really, but the explosive projectile build, it has like some downfalls in the fact that it's really expensive on the mana and that some enemies are explosion immune. And those ones that are explosion immune means that this build does pretty crappy against them. This, however, is projectile damage. So projectile tends to be your most like just general damage type. And I'd say this will deal with most enemies really quick and easy. So I'm happy with that one. All right. We're moving along. So how do we want to get healed? We have a couple different options to get healed. We could play a super conservative way, and there's actually heals over in the far left wall that we can guarantee get without any risk. But I mean, we'd have to take a long walk over to the far left wall. It's a whole thing. I don't know if I'm willing to make that walk right now. Just to play it safe. Instead, I think as long as we move... Oh my god, decently cautious here as I get shot immediately. We can get through the whole zone just fine. Oh my gosh, this guy... Not getting hit. Can you not add the other two notes on? I could. I could add a little bit more. The thing is, I know the D sharp, people in the chat tend to be complainers, and they're like, I hate the sound of the D sharp. I have no idea, man. We can do another fungal shift now, couldn't we? Worm, it looks like the worm blood category turned into weird fungus, which is pretty nice for us. I don't even know what shift number this is. I think it's just 3. Be careful when you're shifting. Don't be hanging out in a liquid or solid or anything. Just be careful. Don't be like sitting under the fungus, because fungus could turn into acid, and then boom, you would just die. Something turned in, or acid turned into something, or something turned into acid just now. Oh shit! Wait, that is just regular fungus. It just looks kind of like mystery fungus.
Hey there, boys and sweaty boys.
Odd visuals. Oh yeah, I never grabbed this, did I? Well, I guess it came in handy. I thought I had grabbed it earlier. I remember I wanted to save it. I didn't remember if I had actually went through the trouble. So what you were suggesting was, you said you wanted at least a... We can put one more music note with this one. Actually, no, we could do... So if I did a quad plus this, it's kind of expensive though, isn't it? 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that too expensive? Too expensive. But when it comes to the music note builds, you really have to do the math. Like it's just addition and subtraction. But we have to make sure that we have the exact math and the exact amount of spells, so that whenever I fire it, this never runs out. So if we put a double here, which costs 0 mana, then we can add in this, which costs 1 extra mana. Now we're still good. That should work. So now we get 1 more music note worth of damage. That's something. Shop's going to be coming up soon, so let me at least get myself in a spot while I'll know what I was up to. Ooh, baby. That is quite a nice find for us, because it gives us the option to make a really fast tele wand, or to double the amount of mana, because I only have 1 add mana. We can have 2 in the music note wand, which opens up more room for more modifiers to add to the music notes. So this is a definite, like, a wand I want to get. So we could put add mana there, this there. Oops, I throw it on the ground immediately. And then over here, what we can do, I kind of dug a hole there. Hopefully that shouldn't matter too much. We can cast the Sea of Mimicium. And this corner should hopefully not have any materials in it, so it stays as Sea of Mimicium. But if we want to, we can just, you know, throw a little bit of milk in this as well. And this will create, this will be our, like, milk reserve, to make sure that if we ever do at some point say, oh shit, we've ran out of milk, whatever, I can say, all right, I know I created some extra, and you know, I left it somewhere important. I guess the reason that can happen is because sometimes in the middle of a run, you're just using up the materials that you have, and next thing you know, you'll run out, and you didn't really save any to use. So then you always have to leave yourself at least 1 pixel of a material if you want to use Sea of Mimicium with it. If you have 1 pixel of a material, Sea of Mimicium means you can make an ocean of it. But I have had instances where I accidentally used up something entirely, and then I was like, fuck, I should have saved a bit, that way I could use the Mimicium. So that was pretty much why I put that there, just from past mistakes. Milk isn't really one of those materials that you would do that with. It's more like maybe something with like if you had Healthium or lively concoction, stuff that you tend to drink or just like use up, and it vanishes as you use it up. The milkman? Wait, what? Hold up now. That is milk, alright? Don't question that liquid, you degenerates. Alright, put this up. And remember, the Sea of Mimicium, we can use Greek letters to copy it. And so that's why we have infinite milk, is because we have infinite Sea of Mimicium thanks to the Greek letters. Check the eye room. That's the move. You sound a bit sickish. I'm actually on the recovery side. I missed 2 streams this week. I was actually really sad. It kind of threw me off a bit. I was like, what the fuck? And I keep forgetting that today's actually, you know, Friday night / Saturday morning. I mean, it's like 5 a.m. in Texas, so I guess calling it Saturday morning now. I mean, calling it Friday night's a little bit crazy. But it doesn't feel like Saturday because I missed my early part of the week. I was laying in bed with a fever for a couple days, but now I'm on the up and up. My voice is still struggling to catch up a little bit, but besides that, I'm feeling much better. Why don't we use a different damage wand? Is it part of the challenge? Why don't we use a different damage wand? This is the one. This is a good damage wand. This was the one that chat was asking me to make a little while ago. And in fact, if we add this horizontal right here, this adds 8 damage to every single music note here. This is starting to turn into a pretty beastful damage wand, actually. There's some telly. So we run over here. Steve will spawn in. So we just instantly obliterate him. Don't really like anything else that's here, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and re-roll. More love if we were doing a longer run, but we're not. All pretty lame stuff, I would say. What's the move here? Ooh, another modifier to help there. Short tellies to make that cheaper. Is the music of the wand David style? Of course, Draugo. Of course. We got the David remix going right now. Watching COD on mute so the boys will see me manly. Listening to DunkOrSlam so they won't know I'm girly. The hell? What? What the fuck? What is this comment? You guys say some of the most random shit sometimes. What is David style? It's just a random inside joke. Some first time chatter one time was like, just ran into the channel, was just like, you know, spamming some links. Will you listen to my friend's music? And I was gonna entertain what they were, you know what I mean? Like how you get, sometimes you don't know if it's a bot. You know, it's like it's either a bot or a little kid. And so I wasn't sure. So I said, oh, what kind of music is that? I said, my friend made it. So I was like, okay, they're responding. It's not a bot. I was like, oh yeah, so your friend made it. Like, well, what style of it or something like that? I was trying to ask some information, you know, interact with them a little bit. And they said it's David style. And chat was like, what the fuck is that? I didn't know either. I was like, what the fuck is a David style? But then like mid conversation, the kid just like vanished. It was really weird, and I don't think we ever clicked the link. I was like, I ain't getting a virus from this shit. So there we go. So teleport bolts cost 40 mana. Short teleport bolt costs 20. So half the mana, and in general, it's just better. It's a better teleport bolt. It's very rare you would prefer to have the long telly. So you see a short telly, usually a good choice to swap it out. David style, like the guy who killed a teenager. That's what people later were saying. I think that's who he was talking about. This was before that dude went on to apparently fucking murder or some shit. This is a while back, but since then the chat likes to do like little inside jokes. We're like, is this David style? Yep, David style stuck around. Some random, probably like, you know, 10-year-old jumping into the chat. Will you listen to my friend's music? Like it led to our community talking about David style for like a year plus now. It's like, do you realize the impact you've had on this community? Yep, that's how legends are born. Yeah, I guess so. Why don't you put black hole on your telewand? Black hole on my telewand? So you want me to like shoot a black hole every time I shoot my teleport? You can. Well, we don't even have the setup right now to do it like in even a remotely optimal way. It would be kind of a bit ugly right now. But let's pretend that this was, for a moment, like going really fast. Pretend that it was. I don't like the fact that the black hole, I don't like using my telly and digging method, even if it's crazy fast. I don't like them in the same grouping because I feel like you increase the odds of yourself getting hit by like a poly flask, like breaking the flask, getting it on your character. Next thing you know, you're polying and you get killed. So I tend to run them as 2 separate wands. One for traveling, one for digging. Yeah, white hole and black hole will, if you use them both at the same time, you're right. Then you could decrease the chances of you accidentally killing yourself while building like a black hole travel wand. But you gotta be careful with that stuff. We are still missing so much stuff right now. Acceleration, and you know what that means. Acceleration means we can swap out, so Tau casts a copy of the 2 following spells. We'll put the black hole and acceleration here. And the reason you want to use Tau instead of Alpha, Alpha's still good. Alpha, you put the acceleration on the Alpha, and it gets some good speed going. I mean, we already have repulsion, so it kind of, it doesn't move exactly as you would expect. But if you have the Tau there instead of the Alpha, Tau can actually double the acceleration twice. Normally I try to show you a good visual of this, but because I have repulsion field, it's kind of hard to clearly show it because all the black holes travel pretty damn fast. We have glue, so if our fungus shifts away, we can actually use the glue to get our character high. You can use it as like an emergency fungus, essentially. So now I'm willing to start doing the rest of the shifts, even if I... Ooh, damage pluses. Well, hold up now. We can attach that to the music notes if we want more damage. Alright, let's just screw it. Alright, Dragon is dead. Music notes shredded him to little pieces in a half a second. Have you ever sniffed a glue? No. Well, maybe when I was a little kid. I mean, I don't know what the hell I was doing as a little kid. I don't remember eating glue, though. I remember they claim some little kids eat glue, but I don't recall. Mom, Twitch streamer told me to get high on glue to change the structure of reality. That's what this channel's all about, baby. I hate how repulsion fucks up black holes. It can be frustrating, for sure, but at least it can save you also from, like, death. So we've killed Alchemist, Pyramid Boss, and Dragon Boss. 3 bosses down. We're supposed to kill 9 total. So that means we have to kill 6 more bosses today. We have to collect 6 more orbs. We're supposed to have... Wait, no. 3 more orbs. 10 fungal shifts, 7 orbs. I'm mixing up my categories a little bit. Here it is. We can eat this. Come on, don't kill my character, please. I'm just trying to get high off this fungus. Celerity's playing Mugenics. Can we raid them later? Of course. Of course, of course. I'm down with that. Oil. What shifted to oil? Ah, fuck. It was fungus, wasn't it? Alright, so fungus is gone from our world. It's been replaced with oil. So what that means is it becomes more difficult to get your character high. We do have a mystery fungus that we know we found it earlier, so if we need that, it's there. But we also have glue that we can utilize. We have a lot of options. No, not bald lightning. Is it possible to shift glue? Yes, but it doesn't happen naturally. You have to get like a pouch of it and then intentionally try to do a fungal shift with it. You couldn't just be like randomly like I was just doing there and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, glue has shifted away. It's like, what? You had to have done that. When I say intentional, I guess you can't guarantee it, but you gave it the possibility of it happening by holding it during a shift. So we're gonna have to use the glue method in just a moment. So for those of you that were hoping for it, well, it's happening whether you wanted it to or not. Oh shit, oh shit. Those little mages are kind of scary, because those are twitchy mages. They can make a build like what I have right now. They can turn it against me, and they can make it where it hurts me. My own music notes, and yeah, I have a pretty high damage build, so it will shred me to little pieces. I believe we left the heart in the mountain here, which is fine. I want to have an extra heart back, back in the jungle mountain. Just hoping I didn't. Oops. Okay, there's a heart mage here. Interesting. All right. So what we can do? Here's some milk. Give him some milk. Give him some milk. Alright, so what we're gonna do is... Oh! Oh, he's alive. Thank God. Alright, we're gonna do kind of a weird one. So I have repulsion. I'm feeling kind of lazy right now. Oh my gosh, he's being the most annoying heart mage that ever existed. Dude. Alright. Here we go. Ambrosia. We let him hit us. What we need to happen... First off, we need to get rid of this one stack right there. That one stack's pointless. There we go. If we're under 10 HP, whenever he hits us, so now we're under 10, we go here. There we go. It's not as good as a regular heart. It's not nearly as good, but at least it's something, right? Like, even though it was only 10, a Holy Mountain Heart. A Holy Mountain Heart is like it adds 10 HP. And if you can actually do the math and see that, like, it went from being a Holy Mountain Heart, which normally should add 10 HP. We let it hit us with so many stacks that 10 HP, once the stacks expired, went from adding 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80, 80 to 160, 160 to 320, 320 to 640, and 640 to oh man, my brain's lagging, 1,280. That's how we end up pumping up our HP, something like that. I don't know. It was actually, how much do we really have that? Yeah, I guess it would have been 1,280, right? The math says it was, but for some reason I'm like feeling like, was my health bar already that high? But I guess that's the thing about having stronger hearts, is sometimes it's you lose track of what your health is actually at, because that was pretty high HP even without using the heart mage, I guess is what I'm saying. That means that we were already over 1,000. Alright, oil blood so that we can be immune to fire. Sounds good to me, because remember, fire damage does scale. So when you have this much health, it's kind of annoying. Piercing. Tempting. Glue. Alright, how are we going to work this glue out? So we can spam glue. No surprise there. And what we need to do is actually just shoot this. Is oil acid right now? Didn't you shift oil to acid? You did. I just wanted to scare you. Oh, pff, you piece of shit. I was about to let an enemy hit me just to find out. Basically, the glue, when you're spamming it, gives off a little bit of this like kind of sand, and that is the actual glue that your character can eat and get high off of. Problem is, it's actually kind of hard to get your character high off of this glue. You have to eat a lot of it.
I wish you guys could see this.
Alright, let's see. We got a bit more glue. Slurp it up. Damn it, we got to cross 180. We're so close. So close. Okay, there we go. Barely past 180. If you got a head cold, sometimes it'll clog up your inner ear and fuck up your balance. Yes, that fucking happens to me, man. I was like feeling like dazed walking around. I'm like, whoa. I was all kinds of fucked up a couple days ago. What shift number was that, chat? This was shift number 5. Okay, so we're only halfway through the shifts on that. Gotta remember that. I do want that piercing, but we don't have a heal yet, so it's not a big deal if I don't grab it right away. And in case you don't fully understand the music note build, it's very simple. It's that a music note on its own... Sorry, I'm just trying to move some stuff around. A music note on its own does no damage. It just is nothing. So all these modifiers like orbiting arc and stuff that we're adding to the music notes is where they become deadly. So you take a music note that is 0 damage and just chilling, and you can make it do tons of damage. And keep in mind, this is one music note. It's just, That's a single music note. We're attaching these modifiers to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 music notes. So when I shoot them at enemies, they just get shredded. Alright, back to business. Back to murdering. A little bit of lag, I'm feeling it. I asked? Hell yeah. Wait, no, you said who asked. Well, there's one I asked from Johnny. Johnny's got my back. Thank you, Johnny. Haters out there, man. These goddamn haters. Oh, that could have gone badly. I guess it couldn't have gone that badly. It wasn't that great of a wand. Scared me, though. A pouch! They do exist! The One Piece is real. That's weird. It's a purifying powder pouch. Somebody had even asked earlier about making some purifying powder. 2k HP and scared? Oh, Noita finds a way, my friend. Noita always finds a way. We ain't haters, we're truth tellers, unlike you in that wig. What? This is my hair! Don't be jealous of the hair. Don't be jelly. Come on. Let me in. Let me in. There we go. We don't really need that much gold for this run, but I figured might as well, while we're over here, grab a bit of gold. Yes, it's your hair, legally purchased. Alright. You know what? I don't think you deserve DunkTales. I see some of you pretending to be asleep right now, or trying to be tucked into bed. Pretending. But too many haters out there. That's not even pretending. That's just blatant. Alright, now it's comfy. You're comfy right now, Sex? Alright, we can get comfy with some DunkTales.
Lurking in this sweaty cave here in Dunkville. Moist mobs, monsters, swapper mages. It's a dunk grill. Might get a victory. Extend your win streak. DunkTales, ooh. Every night he's out there screaming. DunkTales, ooh. Tales of glory crouches when skill prevails. Danger ways will find you. Virtuous emotes will find you. Punch a goon and slide into some DunkTales. Let's take a spin, might get a win on DunkTales. Goo. Tales of a legend, all jokes and good dunk spells. Goo. Not gamble fails on fam on snails. No DunkTales. Goo.
Okay, the lyrics are not punch a goon and slut into some DunkTales. It's slide into some DunkTales. Come on. Come on, what kind of degenerate lyrics do you think Shankmo was writing? I always heard put your gooning slot into some until I saw the video. What? Put your gooning slot? What? Damn, Shankmo. Shankmo's reputation was, you know, on the line with some of these lyrics. What'd you guys think of him? Poor innocent Shankmo. Oh! Oh my god. The mystery fungus caught fire and I accidentally swapped away at the wrong moment. I got 1% mysterious fungus. Holy shit, that was a close one. We're gonna have to make a fungus farm. How do we do this in a safe way? Let's spray out the mysterious fungus here. Okay, get rid of the rest of the purifying powder. Sea of Mimicium only works on liquids. Well, kind of. There is some exceptions to that rule, but Sea of Mimicium shouldn't be the method here to fix this. All right. So
fucking stupid. It's insane.
It's insane. Okay, let's see if I throw... So mysterious fungus, if we throw it onto the sand, mysterious fungus is supposed to kind of spread. There we go. There we go. Activated that fungus. We could have... You could also grow it, I believe. Let's pretend that we weren't near somewhere that had... if we weren't near somewhere that had sand... Why do I keep emptying out the milk? Be a moment. In fact, I think we can do another shift now. Go ahead and just eat it. 180 seconds worth. There we go. Barfing all over the place. Alright, SEMA. SEMA. Okay. So let's pretend for a moment that this mysterious fungus here, that's these pixels were the only pixels of mysterious fungus that I had. So my option would be that if you kind of let it chill a bit, it'll grow. I don't know what's more helpful, if you have it as like a stem, kind of like that, or if you maybe spread it a little bit. But you give it time, and it will grow. It will kind of spread out. See, it every once in a while, you'll see an extra pixel of growth. Alright. So as you can see, we're starting to slowly get more, which this is just about enough. I maybe want a tiny bit more. Grow, you damn fungus, grow. Yeah, it seems like if you spread it out like long ways, like this, like it grows better that way. See, you can see it sometimes, the extra pixels. You don't really need much, but remember, this is all started from those like couple pixels that I had. Once you have a small clump going that it says like, you know, 2% mysterious fungus, all you have to do, and you can do this anywhere. In fact, I'll even do it up here so you don't think that it's required to do it in a special spot, because this isn't really special at all. This is a random zone. You drop it from high up and you try to throw it together as a clump. So like I pour it out as a group. And then when it falls from high up, this creates more fungus. This works the same way with the other funguses too, like the pink one and the green one. So the higher up you drop it, the more fungus you get. And next thing you know, boom. You got a fungus mountain. Dunk, that's next level stalling. We were watching fungus grow. It's educational. Bridge boss, that's the one that we should kill right now. We have this combination that should be able to kill the bridge boss easily. Easily. Music notes like this won't do the greatest job against the bridge boss. I guess I could kind of show it. It will do some damage. Bark trigger. Homing. Plasma beam cross. Now remember, I went through this area earlier, so the moment I touch that one trigger point, the bridge boss will spawn in. We gotta be kind of careful. So first I'm going to show you the music notes damage on the boss. There's the trigger point. So music note damage, there you go. See look at the health of the boss. Barely moves. It's because of the nature of the music notes. Each music note is doing its own instance of damage, and whenever this hits them, it triggers the boss. Has its own special kind of like iframe setup, and this just results in just very slowly chipping away at him. This would take a long time to kill the boss this way, but instead what you can do is, if you have a plasma beam cross like I do, especially with homing, you throw the cross onto him. And the moment that the plasma beam cross hits him, he has a mimic ability, or a copy ability, where he tries to copy a spell. he says, oh, that's your plasma cross? Let me show you my plasma cross. He does like a ton of them. And just like the player can get hurt by his own plasma cross, the boss can get hurt by his own plasma cross. So he ends up accidentally killing himself with his own plasma crosses there. So we got that done. That's, what the hell? This drop is so weird. Octuple Bloodlust. I actually need this. Gamma casts a copy of the last spell on your wand. Egg is the last spell on my wand. Fine with me. There's a reason for that. We're about to go fight another boss. Also, I think it's about time that we do a fungal shift. Will the bridge boss copy water material? For example, I shifted water to milk and cast water metro on the bridge boss. Will it copy it? I'm assuming you mean, well, I don't know, cast water material or something? But no, he doesn't. There's only certain projectiles that he actually will copy. Well, a lot of projectiles he actually will copy, but he doesn't. He wouldn't copy like a water material or an oil material or anything like that. At least I've never seen him copy something like that. That'd be kind of crazy. He'll copy things like, obviously the plasma shots are a really popular one. Sometimes some of the missile shots, I believe he'll like kind of do his own version of it. Oh, Giga Saw Blades, but Omega Saw Blades are a really good one that tend to be pretty popular. The Omega Saw Blades, where are they? This is one of the fun ones because you got to remember that Omega Saw Blades kind of boomerang back. So yes, it is scary for you, the player, to shoot it because you're like, oh shit, it's coming back to me, but you only have to shoot one. Whenever you shoot one into the bridge boss, he'll potentially fire off like 70 of these things. And it looks crazy because it's just like all these Omega Saw Blades. And because you're not the one that fired them, they're not trying to home back to you. So they're just like, you know, they kind of just all spam out of the bridge boss for the moment and usually get him killed pretty quickly. Yeah, Omega, be careful about getting him to copy the Omega black holes because, you know, any of these kind of larger things, if he copies them, then your game can lock up and he gets really laggy. But yeah, it can look cool though. I didn't know that it actually could break the cap for the cast, so that's a pretty interesting one there, Knight. So it'll go beyond the, I forget what the cap on them is, like 20 or some shit. It's not that high. It'd be cool if he could copy the end of everything. Unfortunately, it's not possible. If he could, I think it would make an infinite loop. Because if he copied it once, then he would cast it again, which would then cause him to cast it again, and then again and again. You know what I mean? I know you like meat, so what's your take on being able to order a hot, whole grilled chicken to your door? I did that yesterday and was happy. I mean, why not? Why not? There's been, I mean, it's been a decently popular thing around here. Because Wand-Mart has been doing it now for, I've told Chad about it several times, probably been about a year and a half or 2 years now. Wand-Mart has been trying to get people used to, I guess, using the drone systems where like you could order, I don't know, something just from the grocery store. Like let's say you said, oh, I need tomatoes, and a drone, you can have a drone deliver it to your house, and they have it as a free service right now. I'm assuming it's not forever going to be free, but they're trying to, you know, corner that market, get people used to that shit. But my mom uses it all the time, so she's like chilling, you know, if you're ever over there, she'll be like, I don't know if she's making something, or she may make some comment like, hey, did you want I don't know, do you want the tomatoes was the one that came to mind because that's one that she's literally done. Like, do you want tomatoes on your sandwich? And somebody's like, yeah. And I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll, you know, give me one moment. And then she goes on her phone, because if she's out of tomatoes, normally you look in your fridge, you're like, oh, I'm out of tomatoes. Instead, just out of tomatoes, look on your phone, you hit tomato, and then it takes about like 7 minutes, maybe 8 minutes, and then a little drone like lands in the backyard and drops off tomatoes. It's like, that's legit. That's crazy. But they're only in certain like neighborhoods. Not Walmart doesn't do it for all neighborhoods.
Damn, son,
it depends on your distance from the Walmart if they'll have the drone do the delivery stuff. That's the future, isn't it, right? The problem is, my mom, I'm like, it was like, dude, these drones are gonna kill you. Because for the last, like, almost 2 years now, I think, so she's gotten kind of like hooked on the Monster energy drinks. She likes, you know, people wake up and have a coffee. She wants to have a Monster energy drink. But, you know, in the past, I remember her, you know, the way she would control herself from doing it was she just wouldn't keep them in the fridge. She'd be like, I don't want to have the Monster energy drinks because she's like hooked on them, right? And yeah, very healthy, right? Now I tell her, like, you got to, you know, your heart's gonna explode. And so she doesn't keep them in the fridge. But because of that drone system, now she has like a routine. Wakes up, drone delivery Monster energy drink, and you know, it just arrives in your backyard, lays it down, and then if you have anything else you want that morning, you're like, oh, you know what, I also want a so-and-so. It just places it in your backyard and flies off, and it's really, the delivery time is like short. She's had one of the drones, she said, got there and she had timed it. I think on the app, I think it tells you the duration, and it was like barely over 4 minutes. It was like 4.5 minutes from placing order to being in you know, the backyard dropping it off. I was like, damn, that thing was hauling ass. Those people must have just be like, you know, the moment they heard the orders placed, they're sprinting, grabbing whatever they need. It had a tailwind. It was all it ass, but it's cool though, right? I mean, like I said, probably, that example wasn't the healthiest, but it's interesting because, I mean, in my head, when I look in the fridge, this is what I have to choose from. Now, yeah, you can go to the grocery store, go get food, but half the time you're like, I don't want to go out. But with this potentially being the future, your fridge no longer is your fridge. It is, hey, what is at the entirety of the entire grocery store becomes your fridge. And you're just like, yeah, I'll have that. 7 minutes later, boom, it's in your backyard. Pretty crazy. When are you going to finish watching Hell's Paradise? I've been keeping up with Hell's Paradise. The season 2's going on right now, right? It's kind of a weird show, but I like it. Definitely odd, though. Got some weird shit going on. But it's a good anime. Let's grab this. They're all kind of mediocre. All right, eggs. Throw it at the door boss. 1 egg, 2 egg, 3 egg. Okay, the last one missed apparently. 3 eggs. Gonna get a little bit laggy for a moment. There's 4 pieces to the door, so we have to kill all 4 pieces. Last piece. There we go. Do we get any good drops? We got 2 glimmers. How lame is that shit? One thing that sucked, though, is whenever we had that freeze come through here several weeks ago, their drone system for Wand-Mart, they said they're not doing deliveries. And I was like, damn, that sucks, because all those people that are like, oh, I'm stuck at home, but at least I have the drone. And then they're like, oh, I don't know if it's because of the cold, maybe because the batteries get like fucked up. I don't know what the reasoning was.
I don't get this energy drink trend. Don't you guys know energy drinks are not good for your health?
We inject that shit directly into the fucking bloodstream. Yeah, no, she knows it. I don't, and I don't even like energy drinks. I've never been a energy drink person or even a coffee drinker. I haven't been a coffee drinker either. But she used to have a real strong, like real big issues with like sleep apnea and stuff. So I mean, as a kid growing up, so my mom was a stay-at-home mom, and she was like the fun parent, right? She was always wanting to do fun stuff. I can remember as a kid, some of my favorite memories is like it's summertime. I remember I was like, me and my brother were like addicted to Pokemon cards, you know, and my mom was the kind, it could be 1 a.m. and she was always awake. She like never slept. Like she slept like fucking 3 hours a night. And it'd be like 1 a.m. and she'd be like, "You guys want to go get some Slurpees?" And, we're summertime, so we didn't have school or anything, so we're like, "Yes." And then when we get to the 7-Eleven, we like beg her, like, "Please, can we get just one pack of Pokemon cards?" But obviously we'd have the money to always be buying Pokemon cards. But every once in a while, she'd be like, "Okay, you guys can have one pack." And so then, yeah, those are some of my favorite memories. But my point is, she was always awake. Like when I was going, like we're up late playing video games, she was awake. Whenever, in the morning, like something, our schedule's so fucked up that, normally people should be waking up to start the day, she would also still be awake. And then the daytime, she just didn't sleep. But she later, I want to say like 6 or, I don't know how many years ago it was, 6-ish. I was gonna say 6 or 7. You guys are gonna get all hyped up. 6, 7. I don't know. Let's just say around 6 years ago, she went to one of those places that they, kind of, I think, do like testing on your sleep and all that kind of shit. And then they now have her on one of those like sleep apnea machines, and she's like sleeping like a normal person. Apparently, that stuff is like really life changing. So if you're somebody out there that has a lot of struggle, you struggle with actually getting a good night's rest, you should look into that shit, because she said it like had a massive impact on her. But the point is, she started drinking energy drinks back when she would struggle, because when she would drive, she said it would really be hard to stay awake. So she'd use energy drinks to keep going. Like when I was a kid, my parents wouldn't sleep proper if I was out at night. Same but less if I was on the computer. Same but less if I was on the computer in the night. They just couldn't sleep. They're like, "God damn it, he's in there playing video games, that piece of shit." No, my mom was like, she'd be just in the living room, like on the couch watching TV, and then me and my brother would be in the room playing video games. I remember playing lots of Pokemon, and I remember he'd be playing Zelda a lot of the time, which is why I'm nostalgic for Zelda, even though I never play it. Like, I've only played a little bit of it. Turns out it's a good thing to breathe when you sleep. I think, though, it's just a lot of people kind of give up hope. They just think that, like, that's how they sleep, right? They think this, some people don't sleep well. That's just in my nature, that I'll never get a good night's rest. When in reality, you just got to find that I guess for the sleep apnea machine, that way that it pushes, I guess, a correct amount of air or whatever, so that you can breathe proper to get a good night's rest. What kind of treatment? I did not get it. It's a sleep apnea thing. It's like like Bane in fucking Batman. He's got that fucking mask. It's some shit like that. And I guess it's like, I don't know. I never used one before. It's like shoving air into a CPAP. There we go. CPAP machine. My papas knows what's up. It's a CPAP machine. And what it's doing is it helps you actually breathe properly while you're sleeping. And this, and it has special settings so that it, I guess, because like you have your different sleep cycles and stuff. I guess it has to align in such a way to make sure that if you're starting to like struggle or in some way get out of your sleep, it corrects it. I don't know. It's supposed to be at the end. It tells you like how you slept. It's like, yeah, you got a proper fucking 8 hours of sleep, blah, blah, blah. And my mom swears by it. She said that shit like, life changing. I have a small favor to ask. If there's a chance you could run a poll to check if people played Nightmare Mode within the past month with a yes/no answer. We have a small debate on my stream yesterday, and it got me curious. Chat, Sneck wants you guys to take part in a small poll. Let's see. Have you played Nightmare Mode within the past month? Yes/no. Let me do it real quick, chat. There you go, chat. It's at the top of your chat. You should be able to vote. Have you played Nightmare Mode in the past month? So in my case, it's definitely a yes. But vote for what your honest answer is, yes or no. Snack has said he's gathering information. The argument was that there are people who play Nightmare Mode. There are people that who play Nightmare Mode due to starting with Tinker Everywhere. I really do not think I don't think anyone does that, though. I mean, I'm sure there are people, but they got to be outliers. I feel like it isn't enough to be like a, you know what I mean? Like a reasonable group of people. Like anybody playing Nightmare Mode, I feel like regularly is doing it for the purpose of like the different, they like the challenge, the style of the challenge that nightmare mode offers compared to the regular mode. So there you go. There's the results of the poll. 75% said no, and 25% said yes. I'd say that sounds about right. That's about what I would anticipate. All right, let's get back to the action. I'm trying to decide on what all we need to do. So 3 more orbs. I've been taking my sweet ass time on getting these orbs. We also need to do another fungal shift, so let's do that real quick. Yeah, I figure most people saying that they're doing it, they're playing nightmare mode. It's not to be like, because I need that tinker. I need tinker with wands. Now tinker with wands probably makes it more enjoyable. That wouldn't be the debate. It sounds like it's a person who's just like saying they do it for the ease of access to have tinker, unlike the regular mode that doesn't offer it right away, which that one just seems like an unusual perspective. Run over here. Smack that guy around. Electric immunity, I guess that's something. I actually miss dealing with the Holy Mountain and all that in Nightmare. Honestly, I kind of agree with that take there, Newman. Not to say that I always leave Tinker behind or anything like that. Most of the time I do grab Tinker if it's there. But it does feel fun when you coming up with your own like solution to be like, well, fine, I didn't get Tinker, but I'll find my own way to have, you know what I mean? Like get into the Holy Mountain little zone and edit whenever I need. Come up with a strategy. Can you hover your mouse over the water/poison? Is it because it's not evaporating? You're thinking that like it's like a hybrid kind of thing? Oh yeah, look at that. It's because of all the fungal shifts, it stains oil, but it has the contact damage of poison. If you're curious why this happens, it basically just means there's been so many fungal shifts that materials have started to become hybrids. It's where like you can shift a material, but then what happens when that material gets shifted again? Like it's shifts of a shift, and this leads to what people refer to as broken shifts. And it's where you can't exactly rely on the visuals alone to know what's going to happen. This is a hybrid of both poison and oil as one. So we've killed the Alchemist, the Pyramid boss, the Dragon, and the Bridge boss. We need to kill 5 more bosses. Obviously, Kolmi's going to be one of those. So Kolmi can be one. The Master of Masters, Tiny, Mecha Kolmi, and like the Meat boss. That's probably like the best 5 to go with here. So that means it's time to go kill the Master of Masters, which that's a good kill because we can use that stone, because we did not get Tinker today. So then we'll use the stone that he gives us, and then we'll be able to edit wherever we're at. Oh, look at this. Lava is blood. One less thing to worry about. What will the water transform into poison disappear? Will the water transformed into poison disappear if you kill the Leviathan boss? Anywhere that there's... Yeah, that should turn into... Well, actually, no. Let me think. The water transformed... No, it will stay. Sorry, my brain is lagging here. Whatever is smoke, that will be... So if smoke isn't transformed away, the water will shift into smoke still. Am I looking at this correct? Hold on, I'm starting to confuse myself as I'm saying it. I'm like, dude, my brain is so fried. If smoke is something, then yeah, you will not have smoke. But if smoke is still smoke, the poison will shift. No, it stays. Oh my god. That little bastard. That little bastard. Hold on. dunk it isn't power words. My brain's been too fried. Little close, little close. Would a second hit have killed you? Yeah, if you get hit again by the polymate shot, it does kill you. So, was a little spicy. Hold on, chat. Why am I sorry, it's kind of bothering me now. I'm trying to remember so water shifts away. Let's say water's poison, which it is right now. Water's poison. We kill the Leviathan. Leviathan turns water into smoke, but our water has currently turned into poison. No. So it still stays as poison in that scenario. Right? Am I don't know why my brain is so fried. It stays as poison, right? In this case, it'd be that poison hybrid, whatever that is. Where is the orb? We've done this like 100 times. I don't know why I don't remember the outcome. It wasn't necessarily poison that we've done it with in the past, but... all the water should convert to smoke. So the water that converted into poison then converts into smoke? Is that... and as long as smoke is smoke, it will be smoke. But if smoke is poison, then it would be water into poison. Yes? Okay. I don't know why that sounds weird. Like, in my head... dude! These guys are being assholes. In my head... I'm picturing fighting like the Leviathan whenever I'm in like another material. Because sometimes like you've already done fungal shifts and the water turned into shit, I don't know. The toxic sludge. And then I remember, you know, you kill the Leviathan and then I'm like picturing all the toxic sludge like staying. But I think what it is, what I'm picturing is that it does shift unless... so like let's say you have water and you poured concentrated mana into the water. All of that water turns to concentrated mana. So then if you were to kill a Leviathan, it does not change because that's not water. That's concentrated mana now. It's a different material. So then like in my head, I'm like picturing that and then it's confusing me with the fungal shifts, which a fungal shift is not a swap of one, is not necessarily like something taking over something else. It's not concentrated mana taking over water. It's literally, you know, water transformed. Or I guess in this case, it'd be poison transformed, whatever you want to. So it's causing my brain to, like, freak out right now. I don't like this position. Come on. Where is he? Let me at him. Ooh. Spicy. So what we're going to do to fight him is we're going to take advantage of our... oh my... Jesus Christ, game. Let me eat this guy's corpse. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the ambrosia that I have. And I'm going to spray the ambrosia on me. And then I'm just going to blast... these orbs. As long as I have the ambrosia, if every time it hits a red orb, the red orb is trying to reflect the damage back into the player, which is very scary for me. But because I'm ambrosiaed, I just block the damage. If I didn't have ambrosia on my character, I would die by shooting those red orbs, because as you can see, my build does thousands of damage, so it would quickly tear through me. Ambrosia up, you don't have to give a shit, you kind of just blast into him, kill the purple orbs, and then after the purple orbs are dead, kill the main fella. Also, where's that stone at? There it is, right there. That's a stone that we want. Alright, we got the stone. And you know what? So we're going to grab the add trigger, add timer, and the wand refresh. Wand refresh goes here. Add trigger. Is it that Tiny's explosion damage? Is it 50%? He takes 50% damage from explosions, right? Tiny, tiny, tiny. he takes 50% from explosion. So he'll take half explosion damage, but he takes 0% from projectile, which our current build is all projectile damage. So we want to transfer over to explosion damage. Holy damage is the only solution. We could throw an extra add mana onto here. Then we could go Holy Lance. Now the Holy Lance is very expensive. It costs 120, which is like goddamn. But if we put an add trigger on the Holy Lance, the Holy Lance mana cost goes to 0 because add trigger now becomes the only thing that costs mana. So it costs 10. Then this Digging Blast is packaged inside of the Holy Lance. So now when I shoot it, yeah, we should be good. And the Holy Lance damage does pump, and because the holy damage does 100% holy damage to him, which I like that. And if we really want to utilize it, what we could do is, so this boss doesn't take any projectile damage, so in a way these orbiting arcs and stuff do nothing to him. In fact, they just get in the way right now. So instead we're going to clear up a little bit of space, and with this extra space we will put homing here, because homing is free as long as it's packaged between an add trigger and the projectile it's adding it to. So that's free. And I guess we can throw the rotate towards on it as well, because fuck it, why not? So it's another free one. There we go. This should be enough. Should be enough to kill good old Tiny. Alright. Here is Tiny's spawn. I gotta leave myself a lot of room because I do not have the greatest wands ever, and I don't have melee immunity, so this guy will actually shred me if he gets a hold of me. Fuck it, let's go. Got a little closer than I would have liked. Dash for sure. Alright, we'll grab this. Grab the heal. Drilling shot. Kind of a silly wand. Dear God. Nuke orbit. I mean, I'll grab this if you guys are, for some reason, really sold on the... We don't have explosion immunity, that's the thing. Temporarily move that there. There. How does Mecha Kolmi do on holy damage? I can't remember. Mecha Boss. Mecha Boss. Holy 100%. Okay, good. Good. So we'll use it on him as well. Actually, you know what? What bosses remain? Alchemist. I've killed the Alchemist, Pyramid Boss, Dragon, Bridge Boss, Door Boss, Master of Masters, Tiny, and I'm supposed to kill 9. So what I'll do is I actually do want to kill the Leviathan. And then I want to kill Kolmi as well. So let's make it Leviathan and Kolmi. The Leviathan is not one of the easier choices, but it's more like it was kind of messing with my head, that conversation we just had. I don't know why, it was just in my head. I was like, wait, what the fuck? So I kind of just want to have that visual confirmation, like, okay, yeah. So it is the poison will become the smoke in this scenario. Alright, let's do shift number 9, because we have to do a total of 10 of those. Wait, what the hell? Did that go? What just happened right then? There must have been some mysterious fungus mixed into that. I think that's what's on top of it. Yeah, so... Yeah, it's right, right. Okay, that makes sense. So the gold room poured out some gold. And then there happens to be fungus sitting on top of it. I was like, did that gold just cause a mysterious fungus interaction? What the hell?
Oh, I really wish...
Tempted by gold. Thanks for the 48 month there, Tempted. Appreciate you. As we do shift number 9. We still got to grab 2 more orbs before we fight Kolmi. where we're heading, we can easily grab another 2. How does one kill the Leviathan and poison? Oh yeah, I don't have a freeze on me, do I? Well, that's gonna be a very fun time. Unless, no, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh yeah. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. This is going to be kind of a spicy way to fight. But yes, the stone that allows you to edit your wands wherever you're at does interact with a lot of the liquids in Noita, where it converts them over into concentrated mana. Concentrated mana, obviously, is safe for the player, but you can drown in it. So, gotta be careful of that. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to make a pocket of concentrated mana, which is going to suck because it's probably not going to stay very clean. It's going to be constantly filling up with poison. But we're going to try. Fuck it, let's just... Ooh, that pumps the damage. Holy moly. I feel like iron stomach and drinking poison, it doesn't give an immunity, right? I feel like that wasn't a thing. And we have no healing, this is true. Do you think you could name all Gen 1 Pokemon? Probably, but it would take me a long time. I'd have to sit around and do a lot of thinking. But yeah, like, especially if you showed images of them, then yeah, I can name them. It does? Okay, it does work for poison. I feel like there's something special about that. Wish Latali was here. There's something weird about the iron stomach and the poison. Damn it, we had passed iron stomach too. Alright, so this is making me a little nervous. This is a fuck around and find out kind of situation, but we have time to spare, I think. Chat probably won't get too angry. Let me do this in a safe way. Let's be safe and responsible. Drinking any type of liquid that applies the effect of Noita considers harmful. Poison, teleportadium, flum, polychaotic will make you temporarily invulnerable to that specific effect for a few seconds. Temporary immunity is not in any way indicated by a status effect. I just feel like there's something weird about the poison. I don't remember what it is. This is where we need Latali. There's something about it. It could just be that, like, maybe the poison is like, oh, when you drink poison, you get a different, like, it lasts longer than maybe poly. I don't know, there was just some fact about it. Just don't remember what it was. Wiki says the poison trail does work, taking to 5% HP. The other methods applying poison do not work for the boss. Oh. There we go. And all this way, because we needed this orb. Had to snag it up. I heard some stuff about iron stomach and poison stuff. Yeah, drinking poison thing makes you immune to the poison stain, but not the contact damage. That does sound right. And in our case, that would not do us any good because the contact damage is what's hurting us. That sounds right. Thank you, Durium. So 7 orbs is how many orbs we need, and I think it's time to do our final consume. So this will be the last one that we need to do today, right, chat? We can check and see that it says we've done 9 shifts, so let's go ahead and do the very final shift of the entire run, and then we can throw away the pouch afterwards. How can you even cast Holy Lance? Doesn't the spell cost 120 mana? You gotta remember that the add trigger overwrites whatever the mana cost is. So Holy Lance, doesn't matter. It could cost 7 million mana. It could cost 1 mana. It becomes 0 when you have an add trigger on it. Because the add trigger costs 10, and that's the only thing that it looks at. If you were to put one of the other... What did I do with the other ones? Oh, there it is. Like add timer. Add timer costs 20 mana. So again, this mana price goes to 0. And the only cost is the 20 mana from the add timer. We have all the fungal shifts done. We have all the orbs we need. We just need to kill 2 bosses. And I wanted one of them to be the Leviathan. This will work. This will work. Alright, healing bolts. So... Alpha. Cast a copy of the first spell on your wand. We'll put the... Actually, here, for now, we'll build it like as if we're going to put this in its regular spot. Need a larger multicast. This. See, it runs out of charges, so we have to put that in the first spot. Alpha goes here. Very good, but we run out of mana. Then that means this is going to get a little confusing now. We need it to be... Wait, what's the order again? Expiration trigger. Where's expiration? Oh, did I not grab expiration trigger? Please! I need that. Because add timer isn't going to work. We do that. Damn it. Let me think. And we could just go without the... that, you know. Not that big of a deal. To just do that for now. It does heal me. If we did the piercing, in that case, we would need the add timer on there. No, this gets too fucked up. You wouldn't want the piercing in that case like that. Because what would happen is... I guess it's not too bad, actually. I don't mind it so much. So let's just try it out. Let's see how this does in the lake. Pretty good, I'd say. I like it. And the piercing was a great call. I was thinking at first, I was like, nah, that's going to add problems. I thought, well, no, but making an add timer so that the piercing is free. Not a bad move. Not a bad idea, chat. Because originally I was thinking of add expiration and then this whole chain, but this one I like just as much. I like it just as much. So there's the boss. Oh! Jesus Christ! He just killed me. But luckily, saving grace saved me. How did I get hit by it that hard? Dude, that chunked me. Thank fuck for saving grace. Fucking true. What the hell was that shit? I don't know much about this game, but you just stood still in the battle and got shot a bunch. It just barely nicked me. It didn't get me that good, right? I feel like it didn't hit me that strongly with 2,000 HP. I gotta see the clip of that. Alright. Let's try to spam this into the Leviathan. Let's go. It's okay.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
I keep having to like zoom around to try to heal. It's definitely not my safest build that I've ever used. Oh, come on. There we go. Wait, what did it drop? Wait, what were the other things? I didn't get to see. That's a fish. Damn it, I got a gold flask. What were the other ones? Ambrosia? Alright, chat's got the... Bad idea, chat. So there's the boss. Oh! So there's the boss. Oh, damn! Did you see how much damage that did? That's insane. Like, it normally doesn't pump that hard. I mean, it pumps damage, but like, I just barely clipped the edge. Like, I barely clipped this fucking edge, and it just... There's the... What the fuck? That was some of the... That was some of the biggest damage I've taken from that shot ever. In like a short period of time, you know, that was... The piercing heal bolt caused him to like spam off, so like there's just a ton stacked there, like right in one spot. They're just all stacked. Look at that. That's correct, dude. So there's the boss. That's the most damage I've ever taken from him in a short, like, in what was that, like half a second, quarter of a second. So there's the boss. Oh, thank God for saving grace. Jesus Christ. And just so you know, saving grace had, there's a chance that it wouldn't have saved us there. We got lucky the math worked out that it did, that it saved us. Thank God. What's the purpose? What purpose do the music notes serve in this wand? All these modifiers that I have attached on here add damage to it. The reason it's probably a bit confusing to you is because I did not have the... I had removed them for a little bit because the Leviathan... A couple of the last bosses that we killed take 0% projectile damage. So these all the damage that they're adding is projectile damage. So it became pointless. But now we're back to, we're going to fight Kolmi. So the projectile damage being added to the music notes is back to being useful again. Now I can go back to my usual build as I had it. And we did 10 fungal shifts. We've gathered 7 orbs, and we need to kill 9 bosses. We have currently killed 8. We are missing 1. The 8 bosses that we have killed are the pyramid boss, the alchemist, the dragon, the bridge boss, the door boss, the master of masters, Tiny, and the Leviathan, which we just killed, and it just actually removed all the water in our world, which the water had transformed into poison. So in a way, by killing the Leviathan, and normally when you kill the Leviathan and you remove all the water in your world, it's kind of a sad moment. You're like, ah, fuck, all the water's gone. But in our case, our water was poisoned because of a really bad fungal shift. So removing all the water in our world makes us happy because it meant it removed all that extra bonus poison that was plaguing our run. Honestly, probably should have done that earlier. Though I didn't really have the resources until recently. And then over here, I guess the last fungal shift ended up changing the lava into... Is that silver? Yeah. Which it was blood until a little while ago. Alright, so here is Kolmi, and if we want to make our wand extra spicy, let's say we do add trigger onto this digging bolt. And then we can remove one of those add manas, I think. Probably, maybe. We may have to move it back. Hold up. Homing. How does that look? Nope. Okay, we have a little bit too much. That's just a 1 mana difference. Damn, it's because this costs 10. That's the main thing that's disrupting it. Let's just 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we add the extra add mana into here. And then we can throw on, I don't think the rotate tour is going to be that big of a deal, but whatever. Yeah, these kind of mess with it so much. Let's go! Actually, I wonder, how bad of a decision would it be? He's gonna die to the ceiling collapsing. Do they shoot for longer? What? Our game already is almost gonna crash from that one moment. You're wanting more lag? I don't know why. Oh, it's the silver, I guess, is kind of interacting in a much more laggy way than I would have anticipated. Game. Let me play. I need this. Let me get the win. Damn it, I shouldn't have shot that nuke wand. What is happening? Basically, I fired off a clump of nukes. It was probably like, I don't know, like 40 nukes or some shit. And when they all blew up, this caused the ceiling to kind of cave in. And I guess a lot of that, like rubble and silver, it's all kind of like, it's trying to simulate every pixel, right? So they're all kind of like colliding with each other, and I think it's leading to some serious issues. Still more FPS than most AAA releases. all right. Come on, guys, that can't be accurate. Like, did you see that sweet ass PowerPoint that Blizzard's working on? I'm hype. Sadly true. Still has more frames than One Punch Man Season 3. Too soon, man. Too soon. My heart's still broken. Just read the manga and go schizo and imagine stuff. What? It's canon in my head, damn it. There we go, look at this. Yeah, there was a couple nukes in there. There were a few. Alright, the nuke orbit's coming off. I'm sorry. I know you loved it, but I'm not looking to watch another PowerPoint. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah, so what happened is
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
the nukes caused the ceiling to cave in. But I guess whenever it does the whole cave-in effect, if you have a material that is normally like a sand, it kind of gets solidified and then turned into like earthquake rubble, and this led to some really laggy interaction there. So this silver clearly is like this solid that I can't do much with, versus this, which is like easy to manipulate, like hidden stuff. Let's see if I can out-heal the ending right here. We're unkillable, all right? Let's see if Saving Grace will keep us safe. All right, here we go, Saving Grace. Show me what you got. Yeah, take that. You can't stop me. That's the power of Saving Grace. It can save you as many times, an infinite amount of times, as long as you meet the criteria. Which is, the criteria is whenever you die, the moment that you are going to die, you are taking a killing blow that... Basically, when you took the killing blow, you had more than 1 HP. Meaning, if you have 2 HP and something does 100 damage to you, well, did you have more than 1 HP when you took the killing blow? If yes, you get to survive with 1 HP. And then the heal heals you, and then you're above 1 HP again. But if you ever are if the math ever works out in such a way that you're at exactly 1 HP, so for example, if I have 100 health and something hits me for 99 damage, goes from 100 to 9, so I mean, you got 100 health, something does a 99 damage, it leaves you at 1 HP. Then if anything damages you at that point, doesn't matter. It could be 1 damage, could be 1,000 damage, doesn't matter. It will kill you, and Saving Grace will never save you. There are runs that I have lost that Saving Grace saved me 0 times because the criteria was not met. There's actually an advantage to hitting a point in Noita where, like, let's say you're going into deeper New Game Pluses, for example. when deeper new game pluses, things hit harder, right? Like damage is amplified. This is a good thing for saving grace because the likelihood of the math working out in such a way where you were ever at 1 HP whenever you take the killing blow is much lower. If you're taking lots of damage, but in small increments, I mean like, you know, 1 damage, 2 damage, 4 damage, 3 damage, 7, what, like if it's these small numbers, the likelihood of you hitting 1 HP goes up. You are more likely to get in a scenario where saving grace doesn't even get the opportunity to save you. You just get instant. Which would suck. Let's see how long we... let's. Well, actually, yeah, we have the immunities. Let's see how long we can keep it going inside here. Can you out-heal the sun, though? Let's find out. Let's find out. Heal for it, boys! Heal for it! So essentially, the sun is trying to kill me, but because the sun does so much damage... I keep meeting the criteria to be like, oh, I took more. Oh, shit, I just broke the sun out of its... Holy shit! Damn. And I feel like it never breaks out that easily. What the fuck? Why did that thing just... It just, like, busted out of there. Alright, we'll stop fucking around now. Oh! I just flew by it. Hold on. Here we go, here we go. There. I tried to lift my hands early, but I flew by with 1 HP. It was like, later. Oh no! I missed the damage. Anyways, let's do a little bit of Twitch integration, I guess. I got about half an hour's worth of energy. Alright. Let's do this. A little bit of TI. Alright. Last time we were doing... Okay, you guys were saying that you wanted to get a little bit of a... Listen, I'm sickly, chat. I'm sickly. I need a range that is fair and reasonable. I can't go full on, you know what I mean? Like, I can't go with my normal record-breaking speed. I gotta play at a more... It's still God Gamer range, but a reasonable God Gamer range. 13 to 37 for the sickly baby. It is. No, it's not necessarily a sickly baby. It just is. It's like a sick god. Still a god, right? But just a sick one.
Oh, come on. You do easy daily and then easy TI. Fuck you, scammer.
What? What? Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry, dude? I'll check the streaks in a moment, by the way. Back to the corner. Oh, don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I believe in the old bald and slickly god.
Did you say slickly? Wait, what happened? Oh, my bad. It's because I changed scenes, I accidentally clicked the wrong stuff. I'm sorry! Good thing it's not a bet. Good thing it's not a bet. No problem.
You don't understand, chat. Dunk is starting his Jester maxing arc today. Fatty, why the range? Old and sick poor doo-doo.
You just call me a doo-doo? Yeah, yes. Yes, I did. Saving grace. Saved our daily run today. Gonna save our Twitch integration right now. Oh my god. Stupid swapper. Damn it, I hate how he does that shit. Swap me! Oh my god, swap. I don't have the swapper anymore. Fuck off, fuck off. Ice is protecting me. Paid actors, they were like whiffing like crazy, weren't they? Like, what are they, blind? What are you, blind? No problem. Is ice really protecting anyone? Okay. Alright, I think we're talking about different ice. Oh, shit. Well, that, took care of that, I guess.
Do it.
Yeah, definitely closer to getting scout after that one. Well, let me, Nope. The hell, man? Jesus. Get me out of here. That could have gone badly. I think he would insta me if he hit me with his snipe. Saving grace. Saving lives. Fuck off, chat. Chostings is the rat. That's pretty fitting. Yeah, you heard me, Chostings. You know what? I gotta murder him just to send a message. Yeah. You should feel afraid, Chostings. Yeah, I did it. I regret nothing. That's fucked up. Listen, it's Chostings. Have you heard the things he said around here? It was deserved.
Bite your ankles.
See? You see that? Even when being polyed into a little rat, he's still being evil. He hasn't accepted that he's just been reincarnated because of all his bad behavior. That's how he ended up as a rat. Okay. Hold up. Oh, that's not the way. No. Don't do it. This is bad. Watch this. Woo! We're gaming now. I hear you guys loud and clear. You're chanting, this should be the bet. And you're right. We should just look at this as like whatever outcome we have of this one is what the bet would have been. And we could just call it from there. You are 100% right. What is he doing? Get over here. Hopefully he just fucks off. We'll see.
We talking about practice. Not a game. Not a
No.
game. We talking about practice.
See, what I'm saying is, this doesn't need to be practice. This could be the game. Practice. We're talking about practice. Come on. Sure, if you let us bet before locking in. Hold up now, let's not. No cheating. Yeah. Let's just, you all have to bet what you would have bet had I opened the bet earlier. Yeah? Makes sense. Work on the honor system. Oh. And that's why it's practice. Not a game. Not a game. Practice. I was tired of just like getting so far, so I kind of just jumped into the... Wasn't even trying. Wasn't even trying. Ugh. Give me one more practice round and then we'll do a bet, okay? One more practice round. I need this. Just to make sure. The skull, dumbass. It was intentional. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Time to pop off. Chat, if you need any pins or paper, you know, they should be at the front door. Because I know you guys are going to need, you know, you're going to want to take notes on what you're about to see. Grab your pen and paper, maybe a notepad. If you're too lazy, at the very least, you can open up your phone. There's a little notes app on there.
13 to 37 is like watching an episode of Golden Girls.
What?
Young people have TikTok-conditioned brains, but the age gap prevents you from understanding that 37 seconds is half a movie for us. Right,
Wait,
chat?
what? No, hold up now. I said take out the pen and paper, damn it. This is going to be on your final. You should be taking notes on what God Gamer moves I'm executing right now. I'm going to expect you to be able to pull off the same. After I've showed you a tutorial on how to do it. Oh my gosh. I have the worst digging wand in the world right now. Practice. Tinker. Good, good, good. Everything's going according to plan. Are you taking notes so far? Like, step 1, be badass. Write that down.
I'm sitting on a toilet right now, so I have a lot of paper.
Hey, what you learned from this channel is sacred. Don't you dare write it on toilet paper. No. It needs to be like that high quality shit. Something that you could frame it if you need to. Can I get by this? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh my goodness. Take that over here. Oh wait, what am I doing?
I'm sitting on a toilet right now, so I think I have enough of a quality shit.
It's... some of it's stable, right? This'll work. This'll work. Oh shit, what the hell? Damn it, got in my flask. Ooh, okay, okay. Don't give chat any time at all. Give them no time to react. little concerning, a little concerning. How did I get back here? I don't know. What is going on right now? Did I get... Okay. Doesn't matter. We're just fine. See? See? What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Nothing to be afraid of. Little unstable telly will send us down into the next zone. Tactical, tactical. Okay, we probably don't want that stuff. Oh, no, 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 no. Ow.
I am sitting at my desk right now, and this is how I imagine the toilet sitters feel right now.
What now? They're doing what?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Oh my gosh, I was about to grab that. Damn. Alright, this is going to be our main wand, I guess. That's not the route. That's not the route for us. This is cool. This is awesome. What are you guys baheen about? Oh, you guys didn't realize. Here, let me... Maybe you didn't realize. Let me just... Let me just move that down a little bit. There we go. See, some of you just didn't realize. I get it. I get it. You were unsure. Now, chat, we're gonna do one final run today. It is gonna be a bet, and I'm gonna open. I'm gonna open the bets while I'm reading the former bet. The former bet has come to an end. The daily run, I did win. We already locked that in. It's already in the bag. And while I read out those people who won today's challenge, or I guess they didn't necessarily win, some people lose. But while I read out the predictions, streaks for today, I'm going to open up the next bet. Does that make sense? Reading the last bet, opening a new bet. Hopefully your brain wraps around that because my mind's kind of scrambled right now. Noita Solar TI 13 to 37. Predictions are open. Start making those predictions. And then we're going to open this. Nope. Damn. There were some serious streaks going down over here. Russian Ronin was the only person I see today that got a golden yes sign. Russian Ronin, congratulations on joining the Golden Yes Club. 7 streaks going out to, oh boy, we have a lot of people actually. Ubus, Go Purry, I Like Rice 2, Fast Eddie 77, Pig Belly 826, J Mixzed, Alexander, Can't Touch This, Eugene, Hypnotoad, J Imp, Paquito Mall, Morose Monkey, Monar, Snap Punk, Banana, Batman, Jack Gordon, and Mr. A, all earning 7 streaks. It's just raining 7 streaks. You know how they did it? By typing !yes. I Like Rice 2 says that's me. Hey, you're just farming wins by predicting !yes. I get it. And you know what, Rice? If you want to keep your streak going, you want to go for that 8 streak, that 9, 10, 20, 50 streak? I'm going to tell you the top secret command to get all the way to the 100 streak. You type !yes, and you will get there. You will climb to the top of the prediction mountain. Keep typing !yes. Stay as believers. Why are so many of you guys typing fucking lol and !no right now? What is this? Read Go Purry. I got a 7 streak voting yes. How is that even possible? See, you know what I mean? This is like those infomercials where it's like so blatant. So I appreciate what you're trying to do, you know, to be like, oh, how did I get a 7 streak? All I did is vote yes 7 times in a row. but it's, come on. This, I can't tell if you were trying to sell people. No, it was not a yes streak. What do you mean? I got a 7 streak voting yes. It was not a yes streak. It's just a streak. Listen, the point is you got a 7 streak voting yes. I can't tell. Calm down, little sweet meat. Wait, what? Wait, I can't tell if you're promoting voting yes to convince any doubters, in which case it is like an infomercial you're recruiting, or if you're trying to be a believer, but also you don't want people to know you're a believer, so you're pretending. Go Purry has a 1 yes streak. I mean, the code is pretty broken right now in DunkBot, so there's a chance that could be a glitch. Probably a glitch. Probably. Widver with the 21 prediction streak. Widver stands alone on top of the mountain on today's daily run roulette. 3 7 streaks in a row. 7, 7, 7, 21. Widver, congratulations. You are the Giga Chad of the day. I don't think anybody's going to beat the 21 streak today. Big winners. Oh, wait, wrong list. They lost. Trader Murph and Theo both losing their negative 6 streaks, but maybe they wanted to lose them.
Child. He has no concept of irony.
No, we don't know. First off, whenever you're typing something, you can't anticipate if a person is being like sarcastic or ironic. I mean, I think he was being authentic.
My first 7 votes were yes, and I got my golden yes sign.
I think he
yes,
was.
Number 8 lost me my streak though.
Wait, what was that last one? My first 7 yes, first 7 votes were yes, and I got my golden yes sign. Yes, number 8 lost me a streak though. I mean, still, Hokri said his first 7 predictions ever. He just instantly golden yes signed. That should stand for something. That should mean something.
I had like a 31 yes streak way back in the day, and then an unarmed Stendari in the mines hit Dunk 3 times and he died.
You don't have to specify unarmed. He was armed. His arm is literally of a ball of fire. If anything, he's always armed. All right, let's go. I have arms, therefore I am armed. No, Vialet, because your arms are puny. You're not dangerous. You got to be able to be, you know, like these right here. These are killers. These right here, they kill doubters' hopes and dreams. That's what these hands do. Anybody who bets against me, these hands fucking destroy. Stop dying of cringe. Watch. Let me show you. Let me show you right now. Baby hands? What? Baby hands? Actually, my hands are kind of small. I wouldn't really say baby hands. Okay, chill. Do you promise to win? It's already in the bag of fast. I'm already thinking in my victory speech who I'm going to thank and then who I'm going to ban. It's go time. Bets are closed. Here it is. For the believers. This is for you.
Think about this. Best case
This is for you.
is that you die.
You die. What's up, Morose Monkey? Best case, you die.
I should calculate your chances of survival, but you
I
won't
normally
like
vote
it.
no in TI. For some reason I have a feeling that would be a mistake now. So not betting this time.
Oh, wait, what? At least you have some senses. Not the greatest, but some is better than none. I was hacked! I was hacked! I was hacked, Chad. Hold on. My keyboard's broke. My keyboard broke. Hold on. I was hacked. I was hacked, Chad. Hold on. Why does nobody believe me? Why are you laughing?
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's fucked up.
we got him.
That's fucked up. Millions suffer from hackers every year.
Are you feeling sorry?
Baba Booey.
Literally 1 vote. We actually only got 1 single vote.
Hello, guys and gals.
Holy moly, that was one of the fastest TI losses we have seen in recent history. The sandwich tastes great, by the way. Good thing the dude chickened out instead of voting, yes.
God damn it. Consent integrity. A bet is a voluntary agreement. Undermining it after the fact by misleading participants voids good faith consent. If you regret the bet, ethical alternatives. Honor it. Negotiate transparently.
ChatGPT has more integrity than you.
I understand that. Can we modify the punishment? Turn it into a bit. Chat gaslit me. I deserve this. Clarify the rules before the next one and tighten the structure. All right, what if hypothetically my mouse didn't glitch out in that moment? Let's hypothetically just listen. We lost the run, okay? But if there wasn't some foul play, what would have happened? Hypothesize these nuts? I mean, it's just disrespectful. Foul play, more like user error. I mean, we're still waiting to hear back from the, you know, engineers that are looking into that clip and reviewing it. They're doing some Noita forensics to find out how that could have actually happened, what led to that moment. We'll wait to hear their conclusion. I feel pretty confident that it's going to come back saying that that was not my fault. We have it on video. I mean, yeah, well, that's what they're reviewing. Of course, the footage. Of course. We have it on a short. Shut the hell up. I don't think it'd fit in a short, right? Oh shit. This isn't good. Okay. Yeah, now you're starting to regret that shit talk. You're like, oh fuck, this is gonna be embarrassing whenever he wins immediately. Proving that it was hardware malfunction. Fun fact, not a bet. Yeah, but whenever you win, don't you want to win with honor and integrity? I feel like this right here.
Nope.
I mean, no.
Nope.
No? Sausage guy. Throwing sausages. Fuck. You know what's fucked up? I'm over here sickly, trying to recover, and you guys are taking advantage of it. That's what's messed up. That's what's messed up. I will remember this. And when I'm back at 100% and I'm functioning in a way that I can guarantee victory in Twitch integration, I will come back and I will shit on all your hopes and dreams. So, okay, you guys have one day where you think you're on top. Enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it while it lasts. Ugh. Come on. Toxic no sign going out to Stardust. Congratulations, Stardust, on your bullshit. But you know what, Stardust? You've been around a little bit. So the fact that you're just now earning your toxic no sign, I'm not too upset about it. You've been around for a bit. 7 streaks going out to Electro, Doom Daddy, and Bottle Brush. Congratulations to you 3 on the 7 streaks. -7 going out to Cyborg and Reininger. Both of you guys, as usual, if you get 7 wrong predictions in a row, -7, you get a little cosmetic for your Sweatling. The dunce cap, it's already in both of your backpacks, so you can equip it whenever you like, or you can just leave it there collecting dust. It's up to you. Back-to-back 7 streak. Oh, that was the golden, the Toxic No was on a 14 streak. All right, that pisses me off a little bit more, Stardust. All right, actually, mods, keep an eye on Stardust. If he even misbehaves, steps out of line for just a hair, take the shot. Ishgal. Okay, I said earlier that I thought we had our biggest streak of the day earlier. It was a 21 streak, but there's another one. Ishgal, the 21 on a TI. To be honest, it was hard to get. Chat, see? Toxic no is not the way to go. Honorable mentions, Esquire. Esquire, my guy. I am so sorry that it died in the first zone. But I have been transparent that I was sick earlier this week. I'm slowly recovering. My reaction times are like a little bit slow right now. I feel kind of dazed. It's just, you know what I mean? I feel taken advantage of. Sick equals cope? No, really? It's true.
About to break.
It's true. Esquire, you gotta believe me. You gotta believe me, dude. Chase throws a fast one. The crowd is stunned. Jockstum and Big Basuru with the 6 streaks going down the drain. For sure. Oh, I remember what it was. Chat was saying they wanted to watch I forget who it was earlier. They said they wanted to see Celerity playing Mugenics. It was what somebody had said like a couple hours ago. And I said, sure, we'll hit them with the raid at the end. So let's do it. Let's hit them with a raid. And you guys been hyping up Mugenics. And then I'm going to go get some food. Is Mugenics like Noita? If it was turn-based and the creators did more drugs, then yes. I mean, obviously the Noita devs did some drugs, but to make something like Mugenics or Binding of Isaac, your brain's in a whole other level of cooked. It's something else entirely. So have fun hanging out with Celerity. By the way, warning, Celerity is an ultra weeb. He does spread misinformation. So whenever you go over there, you may have to hit the mute button while you enjoy watching Mugenics, because he is going to try to spread some misinformation about me being a weeb or some shit. He does it every time. He does it every time. I know, disgusting. But he has hit us with supports many times in the past, so we got to return the favor. And he has a lot of awesome community members, so shout out to Celerity's community. Lots of cool peeps always stop by anytime he raids. So show us your weeb statue collection. I don't have a weeb statue collection. I only have a couple things that you guys. First off, I have a Full Metal Alchemist fucking sculpture. All right, that's not a weeb statue collection. That is a work of art, and you should respect it because Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is badass. Now, chat, I'll be back in 15 hours. My voice is about to kill out right now, but thank you for the awesome day. I hope you're having a great Saturday so far, and I'll see you guys tonight for some Saturday night Noita. Stay sweaty, stay awesome. Thank you for everything, chat. Thank you for the love and support. Thanks for being you. Deuces.